Hi, Haley Ryan. I think you're the first one here. And trying to get into the control room. Sounds so important, doesn't it? Okay, Haley Ryan, Ren, that was abrupt. I'm sorry. You made it, Whisper. Sherry Shirley made it. Dandy Blooms made it. Debbie L made it. Kathy made it. Little Lady made it. Nana Patty made it. Tina Osborne made it. LMW made it. Billy Boy Blue, you were proposed married, so you're in. Okay, Farm Wife made it. Sherry Shirley made it. Susie B made it. Jackie Burns Creations made it. Mert made it. Hi, Mert. Captain Lee Fan. Okay, now you lay down. Okay, you're here. Easily Distracted made it. Welcome, welcome. We have to wait for a bunch of more to make it in. Hi, GB. Hi, staff. You made it. Hurricane Hunter. Welcome. Where's Hurricane Holly? Where's Carol Lucy? Where is Chickadee? Where is Alicia Bisso? Where is Jeanette? Hi, Denise. Cormier. Hi, Debbie L. Rebecca made it. Kevin Leonard. Where is Deborah Van Couverden? Where is Lisa H? We haven't seen Lisa H in 2 days now. Where is Hi Waterfall? Robbity Bob, you made it long way. Easily Distracted, best name ever. Sherry Shirley. Where is... There's Linda Gelb. Hi, Linda Gelb. Where is Janae? Where's Dina? Hurricane Hunter, I always think your profile picture is something else. Sarah Bella. Yeah, where's Sarah Bella? Sarah Bella, where are you, Sarah Bella? Where is Sarah Nash? Where is a heart? There's a Heart Made Wise. One Eye Blind Arts. Where's Waldo? I don't know. Where is Carmen Sandiego? Where is Irene F? Exactly. Where is Mimi? Where's Tammy McD? Where is Doug? Where's Doug? Where is Stacy Lynn? There's Marianne Frontini. Where's Stacy C? Where is Two Scooter? Check. Where is Lisa D? It's Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, okay. Where is... Seriously, where is Sarah Bella? Sarah Bella, Sarah Bella, Sarah Bella. Sometimes you call them 3 times, they come. Where is Auntie Cuckoo? Auntie Cuckoo, Auntie Cuckoo, Auntie Cuckoo. Davida does not like me anymore since I made a joke about her salad. And there's Sassy Darcy. Hi, Sassy Darcy. Let's see. Where is Deb V? Where is Nancy M? Where is... let's see. Vintage Gal, we just saw her. She was around. Oh, where is 80s Girl? Hi, Farm Wife. It's a green salad. Davida didn't appreciate that, and she's never talking to me again, and she hates my guts. Okay. Well, some friend she was, right? Where's Kubi? Where is Kubi? Where is... Oh, Deb on the Move. Where's Deb on the Move? This is a fun game to play while we're waiting for everybody. Nona May, hello. Where is Nora? Where is Wendy? Where is Tracy Thomas? Way, Sherry, she hates me. I mean, I just merely said that I didn't consider the green bean medley thing a salad, and that's it. That's it. That's enough to end it. Where is Anna? Exactly. Where is Linda Uribe? I salad shamed Davida publicly, and she has written me off. Robert Bob, YouTube still hates you. You're trying to fix the membership issue. It's still not happening. I don't understand, Robert Bob. What's the matter with it? Can you do it with the link? Debbie Brett. Where's Debbie Brett? Exactly. Where's Deborah Barron? Where is where is, who else? We say right away. Where's Big Mama? Hi, Kim Miller. How are you? Kim Miller, right, you used to get confused with that Kay Miller. That was a real nasty person, remember? Good to see you. Where's Shay, who used to be Shay Shay? Where's Sister Shay? Glad you didn't dish her meatloaf. Well, she disowned me for the salad, so that's all. That's all she wrote. Flower Girl Phillips, there you are. Well, sadly, I think it might be. Want to tell of a glitch I had yesterday. I could not chat in 4 out of 6 chats yesterday. Really? April F. and Dylan? April F. has, her son broke his arm pretty badly, and she's got a lot going on. Plus, she's not usually a night owl, so we don't see her. And Dylan mods from a ninja status. Let's see. You're the nice one, right? Exactly. Where's Lisa S? Remember that other Lisa that used to always say, "Can you say goodnight, Granny?" And then we didn't see her anymore. Remember we had somebody out in Australia called like CC something out in Australia, and they had all their flowers. Remember Wow Life? Where'd they go? Billy Boy Blue is here. Why, what happened? We need to do a GoFundMe for Robbity Bob. Why, what's wrong? Hello, Tammy McD. Pink Dahlia. Yes, Pink Dahlia. Please make sure you're in live chat. Yes, I better. I hate that it defaults to top chat. Let's see. Isabel B. Hi. Where's Emma B? Isabel, were you always Isabel B or just Isabel? I don't remember the B. Oh, where is Cindy B? Whisper to me. Oh, Brent. Whatever happened to Brent? Where is Brent? Brent, where are you? What happened to the guy that used to show me his dinner? Remember the guy in Arizona? What was his name? I can see it so clearly. Where's Greg Ellick? There's Janae Ann. Auntie Cuckoo. Auntie Cuckoo, Auntie Cuckoo. Where is she? Foxy Bot. Yes, she is having some things. Oh, just a joke? Okay. GB? GB's here. GB's here. Michael. Where's Michael? Mike hates us, so he's not coming. He's loving on Davida. remember also the other guy, the one, can't think of his name. Doug Parker. Where's Doug Parker? Greg sleeping. Doug Parker. And then the other guy was, trying to think of his name, the one that sent me. Auntie Cuckoo is in Texas. Yes, she is. And where's, we already said Hurricane Holly. Reticent Robin. And Karen McCann. And let's see. I don't have any other news on Foxy Bot. We're Shogun Warrior. Let's see. Again, Big Mama and what is it? Something Eye Becky or something. Cross-eyed Betty. Okay, let's go on with the true crime headlines, and we're going to talk about the Todt trial starting, jury selection. We're going to talk about that. No, hey, Jay Melendez. Hi, how are you? And where's Joe Madre? Joe Madre, and where is Joe Madre? And then there was one that sounded like Joe Madre. Oh, where is she's a crafter, Pat L, is it? Where'd she go? And then Skipper, where's Skipper? Where's she? Where's Kathy from Texas? Oh, there's Karen McCann. Look at that. See, if you call them, they'll come. Kathy from Texas. Gail B. We used to have a Gail A. We had a Gail H. Pixie Dust. Tina Gillespie. Who else? Help me, Rhonda. Oh, stop. Rhonda Blackburn. I have to think by like states. Oh, Ida. Remember Ida from way back? She came back a while ago, but then she's gone again. What about Mona? Where's Mona? Mona, you're supposed to be my friend from long time. Nurse of all trades. Exactly. Nurse of all trades. Where are you? Nurse of all trades. Let's see. Nurse of all trades. And Slam RN, but I saw Slam RN the other day. Caroline Connor, we know about Caroline Connor. Let's see. Who else? Yeah, Pat L. And then Billy Boy Blue. Who else thinks mommy is a bad beach? Thank you, Billy Boy Blue. Burnt Hot Dog. We never see her anymore. Scooter's turned her on us. Let's see. Julianne Gonzalez. I saw her the other day. Oh, Sweet Pea came in here? Okay, there's Sweet Pea. Little lady, you adore Mona KW? Where the freak is she, little lady? And then there we have Lady Di. And then Lady Elaine. Amy Casey, hello there. Where's Amy Tierney? Rough and Ready, there's Rough and Ready. Carla, where's Carla? Carla M. Paula K, hi Paula K. Where's Move 2? Where's Debbie D? Where is Adventures with Beth? Where's Rhonda Blackburn? I said that already. Where's Nicole Griffith? I don't see her here now. Where is who else are we missing that's usually here or that we haven't seen? Oh, Cat's Got Your Tongue. Biker's Wife. Mimi, I already said. Shannon M. Where's she? See her on Facebook. Let's see. Shannon M. You remember you rattled off 50. Oh, I know my community. Let's see. Linda Uribe. Where's Linda Uribe? I said that before. Remember Sunny? Sunny, she used to tell the best stories. And then where's Ashley Vestal? Where's Ashley Vestal? Where is... there's so many that I haven't talked about. Well, you're right here. I know how you are, but where's our ones that are missing? We've got to worry about the ones left behind. Right? You've been with me since the first Watts video. Little Dove. Yeah, Little Dove. Where's she? Shogun Warrior. I mentioned her. All right, well. Sunny Bunny. That's what I was. I was Sunny. I couldn't. It's Sunny Bunny. Yeah, where are you, Sunny Bunny? California Thunder. Exactly. What happened to California? Where is Molly? Molly missing in action. Oh, where is Mick Jagger? Mrs. Mick Jagger. You're not chopped liver, Robin. You've been here since Watts 2, Paula? I know, Sunny Bunny she had the most calming voice and told the greatest stories. Oh, there's Cat's Got Your Tongue. Oh, and what about Voight? Voight? Where's Voight? Where is Muppets? Where's Muppets? Okay, where's Muppets? Muppets has to go to bed early. She's back to work. Mimi, I already mentioned. Mama Ames is probably in bed. All right, there's Linda Uribe. I was feeling not so well. I do not show up for the sales, but all the others. Yeah, but this is not a sales, but I'm glad you're here now. Okay, we can get started that you're here now. All right, let's get started. Sorry, and anybody new is going to be like, oh my gosh, she took so much time calling out to people. It was just, I was dying. I was dying. I couldn't believe she spent all that time talking to these people. She should just ignore them like everybody else. Okay. So we're going to go over Anthony Todt, the trial, and the jury selection that's starting. But we're going to go over the true crime headlines too, and the first one is going to be this one, which looks really weird, but so the Texas man who shot and killed girlfriend's ex-husband has not been charged, and it was ruled self-defense. So no charges are going to be filed against a Texas man who shot the ex-husband of his girlfriend when the ex-husband arrived on his property last year and the pair began arguing. According to the Attorney General's office, the special grand jury in Lubbock, Texas, decided against charges for William Kyle Carruth, who shot Chad Reed to death. Reports that the vote came in today after several days of thorough inspection of the evidence. Chad Reed's widow made a statement via her attorney following the announcement that Kareth would not be facing any charges. And I quote, "The criminal justice utterly failed," Jennifer Reed, the widow of Chad Reed, read. Chad was involved in a heated discussion with his ex-wife concerning custody of his son. The video shows that Kyle Kareth injected himself into that discussion. Tony Busby from the Busby Law Firm said, "We believe there was no legitimate reason for Kyle Kareth to bring a deadly weapon with him to an argument that he wasn't even a part of. Chad Reed died unarmed, shot, and killed while simply trying to determine the whereabouts of his son. The civil matter has been on hold, awaiting the outcome of the criminal proceedings. We will now aggressively pursue Jennifer Reed's claim in civil court." Kareth's attorney said that the case had a thorough investigation from both the Lubbock Police Department and the Texas Attorney General's office, who were complete professionals. Reed was fatally shot during an argument with Kareth November 5th, 2021. The incident was caught on Kareth's security camera after Reed went to the home of his child's mother for a custody exchange. Reed's wife, Jennifer Reed, accompanied him but appeared to have remained in the car. When Chad Reed discovered that his son was not at home at the scheduled time for pickup, he began to argue with the boy's mother, Christina Reed, in an exchange that was captured on video that Jennifer Reed released through her attorney. During the encounter in the front yard of the home, Christina Reed reportedly told Chad Reed that their son was not at home, but that she would go get him. Not every word of the conversation is audible on the video, but the audible parts of the exchange indicate that the boy might have been at his maternal grandmother's home and that Christina Reed may have told the boy's father to come back for him at 6 p.m. According to the report, the former couple shared 2 sons, ages 9 and 14. "I don't care if you wanted to see him or not," Chad Reed said at one point. "I get him at 3:15 p.m. If you want to see him, you see him up until 3:15. You keep trying to keep my son from me." Kareth emerged from the home with a rifle in his hand, telling Chad Reed to get off his property. Throughout the video, country music can be heard playing, presumably from Jennifer Reed's car stereo. "I'm glad this is on video. I'm very glad," Kareth reported saying, as the men stood close to each other, face to face with their chests touching. Neither man raised a hand to the other at that point. But Reed reportedly dared Kareth to use his gun. "Do it," Reed reportedly said. "You better effing use it." At that point, Kareth fired the gun at Chad Reed's feet. The men struggled over the weapon, and the argument became more physical, with Chad Reed pushing Kareth away so that he stumbled backward. A woman, presumed to be Jennifer Reed, repeatedly said, "Call 911," but it's unclear who she was addressing. Kareth is then seen firing 2 shots at Chad Reed, who dropped to the ground. So how old was Chad? Did anybody know how old Chad was? He looks a lot older, doesn't he? Oh my goodness, you know Nancy Grace, her Crime Online? Ellen Killoran, aka EK, has passed away, and they say, "It is with great sorrow that we at Crime Stories and Crime Online announce the passing of our dear friend and colleague." Let me put this over here. Ellen Killoran, aka EK, much loved. We will miss her deeply. She fought bravely. Our prayers with her family now. Oh, that's really sad. Okay, so we have missing Harmony Montgomery's dad charged with 8 counts of stolen firearms. Adam Montgomery, the father of missing New Hampshire girl Harmony Montgomery, has been charged with 8 gun-related charges. According to the New Hampshire's District Attorney's Office, the charges are connected to incidents that occurred between September 2019 and October 2019 when Montgomery allegedly stole firearms. The firearms charges are not connected to his missing daughter, the DA's office said. The new charges come on the heels of previous charges against Montgomery of second-degree assault. On March 25th, Montgomery was indicted by a grand jury for allegedly hitting Harmony in the face in July of 2019. He's also facing interference with custody and endangering the welfare of child charges. Harmony's stepmother, Kayla Montgomery, was also indicted on March 25th with welfare fraud after she allegedly kept receiving government benefits for Harmony, although the child was no longer living with her. She allegedly received over $1,500 from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, from December 2019 through June 2021. Police say Harmony was no longer living with her stepmother during those dates. Ms. Montgomery represented to New Hampshire DHHS that Harmony was a member of Ms. Montgomery's household despite Harmony Montgomery not being a member of Ms. Montgomery's household during that time period, resulting in Ms. Montgomery receiving benefits for Harmony in excess of $1,500 for that time period. As a Class A felony, this charge carries a maximum prison sentence of 7.5 to 15 years. Kayla is scheduled for her next court appearance on April 7th, the Hillsborough Superior Court, Northern District in Manchester. Adam's next court date is scheduled at the same courthouse on June 28th. Both suspects remain behind bars at the Hillsborough County House of Corrections. Meanwhile, the search for Harmony continues. She has not been seen since 2019, but was only reported missing in late 2021. Okay, and then there's an arrest made in that Sacramento, downtown Sacramento shooting that killed 6 and injured 12. On Monday, police arrested a suspect in connection with Sunday's shooting in California that left 6 people dead and injured at least 12. Sacramento Police Chief Kathy Lester said that Dondre Martin, 26, was arrested on charges of assault with a firearm and being prohibited person in possession of a firearm. 3 search warrants were executed in the area, reportedly resulting in the discovery of at least 1 handgun. Authorities believe multiple people opened fire in downtown Sacramento on Sunday following an altercation. At least 100 shell casings were recovered from the scene. A stolen handgun was reportedly also discovered at the scene. The 6 slain shooting victims have been identified as Jontea Alexander, 21, Melinda Davis, 57, Yamil Martinez Andre, 21, Joshua Hoy Lucchese, 32, Sergio Harris, 38, and Harris's cousin, Devazia Turner, 29. Sacramento County District Attorney Anne Marie Schubert said in a statement that Martin has not been charged with homicide. An investigation is ongoing. Here's for all those people. North Carolina man accused of attempting to kidnap and kill his former girlfriend last month has been captured 45 miles away. Christian Samuel Felix, 39, has been charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, shooting into an occupied vehicle, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and possession of a firearm, which were all related to the March 16th incident at Duke Urgent Care in Knightdale. Witnesses told police they saw a man identified as Felix block a woman's car in the Urgent Care Center's parking lot shortly before 7 p.m., and then he got out of his truck and fired several shots at the woman sitting in the car. The witnesses said he then grabbed her shirt, tried to force her into his truck, but she got away and alerted police and alerted people nearby. Felix fled the area on foot, prompting a shelter-in-place order until investigators called off the search in the neighborhood around 9 p.m. The woman was identified as Felix's ex-girlfriend, and police say he had gone to her home before the parking lot encounter. There, investigators said a verbal altercation turned into a physical fight, and the girlfriend sustained minor injuries. After 10 days of searching, detectives located Felix at a home in Rocky Mount. Nightdale police said he was taken into custody with the assistance of the Rocky Mount Police Department, and he's being held in Wake County without bond, according to the jail records. So we have an elderly woman and a toddler both found dead in an Alabama home late Sunday afternoon. Officers were sent to the home for a welfare check after family members reported they have been unable to get in touch. And inside, they found the bodies of 62-year-old grandmother and her 3-year-old grandchild in a back room. They were pronounced dead at the scene. Birmingham Police Sergeant Rod Malden said it appeared the two had died from blunt force trauma. The injuries sustained are what we believe to be consistent with homicide. Investigators also said a person of interest was in custody after being questioned, but provided no further information. That's sad. There's an Amber Alert. Let's see. Taken by non-custodial mom in Wyoming and believed to be heading for Texas. Investigators in Colorado and Wyoming have issued missing children alerts for 2 young girls believed to have been abducted by their non-custodial parent. Aspen Roth and Serenity Naslund, 2, and Aspen's 4, were allegedly taken from Buffalo, Wyoming at about 10 a.m. Sunday morning by their 23-year-old mother, Alexis Roth. The Wyoming Highway Patrol has issued an Amber Alert in this case, while the Colorado Bureau of Investigation put out an endangered missing alert. The group is believed to be traveling to Amarillo or Grand Prairie, Texas, and traveling through Colorado. Let's see if she's been found, because sometimes it might be canceled. Let me see. Children were located safe in Texas. That's good. Okay. So they were located safe. That's a good thing. So that's good news. For change, usually. There was a murder-suicide in New York of a father and a 9-year-old boy. We'll get to that in a minute. Cleveland police have arrested 2 suspects in the assault and kidnapping of a woman at a mass transit station on Sunday afternoon, and the woman remains missing. The Regional Transit Authority employees saw the attack on the woman at the West Boulevard Cuddle RTA station Sunday afternoon about 3 p.m. They said she was forced into a black SUV, which then fled the area. Investigators armed with the vehicle's license plate numbers learned that it had been reported stolen and located it a few blocks away at West 104th and Lorraine Avenue. Police did not say where or how the suspects were found and that they have not been identified. Cleveland police and RTA police are still searching for the woman, and anyone with information related to this incident is asked to dial 911 or RTA dispatch at 216-566-5163. Okay, let's see here. Florida mom. A young mother was shot to death on Sunday afternoon in front of her young daughter during swimming lessons at a Miami Jewish community center. Family members identified the victim as 30-year-old Chandel Harris and said her husband followed her there where he gunned her down. He followed her, chased her down, shot her like an animal, said Aaron Batten, Harris's cousin. In a statement, the Michael Ann Russell Jewish Community Center said that the suspected gunman has been arrested. Miami-Dade police said they arrested a 45-year-old man who had shot and killed his wife. His name has not been released. Another family member said that the husband had stabbed Harris on Saturday, but she did not report it to police. Oh my gosh. She didn't deserve to die like this. She didn't deserve nothing, said Batten. She was a great woman. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And what the heck is going on? So this is a Connecticut man was arraigned Friday in Queens Supreme Court on charges that he killed a New York nurse that he met on a Tinder date, and then he sexually abused her body. Danielle Drayton, 31, was arrested in California, where he fled after the July 2018 death of 29-year-old Samantha Stewart. At the time, Drayton had been released on bail after being charged in Nassau County with assaulting his girlfriend, because a prosecutor mistakenly told the New York judge he didn't have a criminal history. In truth, Drayton had a criminal history that dated back to 2011 and that included multiple charges of assaulting women. 2 weeks after his release, Drayton met up with Stewart. The two went on a date July 16, 2018, and then they went home to her home in Queens. Sometime that day, the defendant allegedly beat and strangled the 29-year-old nurse, and then he engaged in sexual contact with her dead body. Following day, Stewart's brother found her body wrapped in a blanket on the floor in the corner of her bedroom. Drayton District Attorney Melinda Katz said that he reportedly took Stewart's credit cards and fled, using one of the credit cards to buy a plane ticket to California, where he was arrested on July 24th. This was a brutal crime that makes every person using a dating app fearful, Katz said. The victim was duped into going out on a date with the defendant, who played a charmer online but was in fact an alleged sexual predator. Drayton had been held in California on art charges since his arrest in 2018, but a Queens County grand jury indicted him on charges of murder, grand larceny, petty larceny, sexual misconduct, identity theft, unlawful possession of personal identification information, and criminal possession of stolen property, prompting extradition to New York and Friday's arraignment. He was ordered held without bail and is due back into court on May 23rd, where he faces 25 years to life in prison if convicted. Crazy. Okay, let's see what this is about. In a bizarre jailhouse interview, a Virginia man candidly explained how he murdered his father, cousin, and girlfriend, and also burned down their house. Cole Beal IV, 30 years old, spoke with the television station and other media outlets this week wearing an orange jumpsuit and seated behind a security wall inside the Virginia Beach Correctional Center. Investigators believe that Beal murdered his girlfriend, 31-year-old Xavier Hill, on Tuesday, March 22nd, and then burned down her home on Thursday, March 24th. Beal said the violence started because he was fed up with Hill's parents interfering in their relationship. I had a breaking point. When her mom kept calling and she was crying, what was I going to do? Beal said Hill's attitude about the situation changed and he snapped. Where'd you shoot her? The reporter asked. I shot her in the head, Beale said. I was about to set the dog on fire, and she told me, she said, no, don't do nothing to the dog. You can take me and do whatever you want to me instead and let him live. So I did that. The reporter asked Beale if he felt remorse. I mean, when you snap, you don't think about remorse, you just snap. 12 hours after he murdered his girlfriend, Beale went to the home of his 73-year-old adopted father, Clifton Baxter. Beale said he was angry with Baxter for not providing financial assistance. When I killed him, I found like $20,000, Beale said. Police found Baxter's body on March 25th at his Virginia Beach home with a gunshot wound. Beale's cousin, 32-year-old Downing McLean, was with him at the time he killed Baxter. The two later went to McLean's home in Norfolk, and Beale told WTKR-TV that they got into a dispute. I got fed up with him because he kept talking like, you're not about this. You're not going to do nothing. And I was like, bro, I just killed 2 people. You don't think I'm not ready to shoot again? So I went right in the kitchen and I shot him right in the head. He didn't drop. He just kept moving in circles. Then I shot him in the back to make sure he hit the ground. Authorities located McLean's body in his home on Monday. Following that murder, Beale took his cousin's girlfriend hostage and went to Hampton, Virginia, where he stayed in an Airbnb and watched the manhunt for him on the news. During this time, Beale was planning who to kill next, according to the media station. The ordeal, I was definitely looking for more people, but choosing my people wisely. The ordeal finally came to an end this week when the U.S. Marshal captured Beale. I don't feel no remorse about none of this at all. When you snap, you don't think about remorse. It's not something that comes to your mind when you're snapping. Beale's criminal history includes prison time for SA of a child and armed robbery. He is facing 3 counts of second-degree murder in connection with the slayings. Wow, that is bizarre. Okay, now, okay, hang on. On Tuesday, inmates at a North Carolina prison fatally beat a man who was convicted of killing a toddler girl in 2014. Samaj Short, 24, died about an hour after he was attacked at Birdie Correctional Institution housing area. 3 other inmates suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the incident, which was described as a group assault. According to reports, Short was serving a 31-year sentence for fatally shooting Diana Anderson, 2, in Halifax County in 2014. Anderson's grandmother was shot multiple times, including in the head, and had to be revived twice. Short and another person stood on an air conditioning unit and shot into a room as Anderson and her grandmother slept. Short, who was 17 at the time, was one of 4 people arrested in connection with the deadly shooting. Anderson's murder was revenge for the slaying of Short's 15-year-old friend, which had occurred the same night. Short and the other assailants retaliated by targeting the suspect's family, leading to the toddler's shooting death. At the time of his death, Short had completed 5 years of his sentence for Anderson's second-degree murder. His release date was listed as 2044. The prison was placed on lockdown following Short's beating death. It is unclear what prompted the deadly altercation. No prison staff was injured in last Tuesday's incident. Let me find the story about the New York father shot. Well, it's not New York. I'm sorry. It's Florida. Why did I think it was New York? I have no idea why I thought it was New York. St. Petersburg, Florida. A father shot and killed his 9-year-old son before turning the gun on himself. The 9-year-old boy's mother went to the trellis at the Lakes Apartments complex located at 11401 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Street North to pick up her son just after 6 p.m. on Sunday evening, after he spent the weekend with his father. However, police said the father was not responding to calls or knocks on the door. So she calls the police for a welfare check. They go to the place. They say they don't have any reason to suspect foul play, and they tell her that they're not going to, there's no legal standing to forcibly enter the apartment. So then she goes back at around 9:45 on Monday, and she asked management to open the door of the building. They found the bodies of 44-year-old Kevin Bybee and the son, Andres Chateau. Both had gunshot wounds. Preliminary evidence shows that the father shot the boy and then died by suicide. They had been in a contentious custody dispute, oh my gosh, all the time, but there had been no threats or signs beforehand that it would get to this point. This is just a very, very tragic end. Crazy. I don't understand. It's just nuts. Now let's look at, let's see. Shoot. Okay, so hang on. To get an image here. Okay, so this is Anthony Todt looking quite different. Very slim down. There we go. Looks quite different, doesn't he? He slimmed down, like written that letter to his father about all that he was working out. You can see that he is very, come on, get over there. And then that, right? So let's go back and talk about this. So the jury selection is underway in the murder trial for the man accused of killing his family in Celebration, Florida, former Disney property. The judge expects that Anthony Todt's trial will last 3 weeks. I cannot wait to see this trial. Day 1 of jury selection case wrapped just after 2 p.m. with the judge and attorneys whittling down the first group of 50 people to 29. Anthony Todt was arrested in January of 2020 in connection to the alleged slayings of his family in their Celebration, Florida home. They are looking at 150 people over the course of jury selection process. The process is all about asking potential jurors questions to gauge whether they could serve on the case. Some of the initial questions from the judge to potential jurors was regarding medical appointments that could not be rescheduled, any work-related conflicts, or if the juror is responsible for the care of someone else. The second round of questions came from attorneys asking jurors if they had seen any news coverage surrounding Todt, or if they had religious beliefs that could interfere with them remaining impartial. Todt, 46, is accused of killing his wife, 3 children, and their dog in January of 2020. According to the medical examiner's report, they had lethal doses of Benadryl as well as stab wounds. The judge has ruled the federal investigation cannot be brought up during the trial. During a final status hearing last week, the judge said that Todt's mental health history cannot be discussed. The judge also partially excluded Todt's confession to law enforcement after his defense argued he was not informed of his Miranda rights before talking to detectives. While Todt is facing 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of animal cruelty, the former Orange Osceola state attorney, Aramis Ayala, at the time said they would not be seeking the death penalty in this case. Todt's trial was initially scheduled for last year. However, it was rescheduled after Todt had a medical issue and because his lead attorney died unexpectedly. The trial is scheduled to begin April 11th at 9 a.m., and the judge indicated that it is expected to last 3 weeks. Okay, that's that. And now we can go to the other portion of the show where we have guests, callers, and guest panelists come on up and talk about things. So I'm going to put the number in there. Where's that little thing where I can add a thing? I can't add a thing. I can't do a chapter. What did you say? They spent a solid 30 minutes on the precise wording for the wording regarding religious viewers for jurors. Crazy. Hi, Jeanette. Deidre? With the neighbor from Disney. Remember that hurricane hunter? Yeah. And then also remember the woman that said I should scrap it because we made a mistake or something in the address for like 2 seconds. We were on the wrong street. And she said that if you make a mistake, you should just scratch the live. That's the other portion of the show, Robin. We are moving on to the other portion of the show now. Yep. If I had that little thing, I could change the chapter. All right. What's going on? Okay. All right, let me see here. I'm trying to go over here for a second and put this number in, and I'm losing my, I have to take my vitamins too. Okay. And I'm starting to get starving. I didn't eat well today. I didn't eat, it was crazy. Kelly Pinelli, there you are. I'm extremely, hi. What's the matter? I'm sorry you're feeling like that, Kelly. I've been feeling really down myself on that stuff about grieving your son. That was very sweet, rough and ready. That was very nice. And prayers, Kelly Finelli, that you feel better. And
Hi.
come on. Hello, what'd you do to your hair? What happened to your hair? You fluffed it out, or what did you do? Blow dry it?
Yeah, like I did last time. Hello.
Okay.
Trying to make it look nice for, a day or I just did it tonight.
Okay.
After I read. I wish I would have done it before I read. Looks a little better now,
Mm-hmm.
Don't look so scruffy.
Okay. And 20
I
more
need to get to
likes.
the chat. Am I loud again, Carolyn?
You are loud. You're extremely loud. Your microphone must be set so loud.
Why does it do that?
Yikes.
Let me do it again. What?
Just,
I don't understand. I'm sorry, guys.
can you go in and like say your volume and just like tune it down?
I do. Yes.
Then you're gonna have to talk in a whisper because it's big.
I'm going to do it again now, guys. Sorry.
Just talk in a whisper like this. See what happens. What happens if you talk like this? Just talk like this. Can you talk like this? Could you try to talk like that? Did you also do Marilyn's hair? Who's Marilyn? Who is Marilyn?
My doll, Marilyn Monroe, from the auction
Which auction?
from like last year or something.
Is that the doll that was sitting in your live on the front?
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
I
yes,
missed that.
Oh, you saw her. You were there.
I
She was
saw
sitting-
her, but I didn't know her name was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, she was sitting there watching it tonight. She was helping mod the chat. If anybody came in, microphone access, because maybe if I do something different.
Keep jumping, Scooter, and I will pull her from the panel. What? Jumping Scooter? What is he talking about? He's going to pull you from the panel. Lisa H. is loud when she comes on. Well, yeah, Lisa H is loud, but not as loud as this. This is unbelievable. Lisa H is loud because she comes on screaming. Oh no, I don't call it an echo, Jeanette. It is freaking loud. My eardrums just got blown out. Nevi, I said, in StreamYard, put your MC on auto. We don't have StreamYards. I have Streamlabs. Sorry, can't help you with that. Hi, Deidre. It has something to do with Carolyn's mic, maybe. No, I don't think so. It's blaring in my ears.
Is this any better?
I think
Caroline,
so.
is this any
Yes,
better?
yes, I think so. That was blaring like crazy.
Hello?
Yes, I said it is better.
No, we can't hear her.
You can't hear me now?
Now I can, but hey, look, Lex, I'm trying to get this volume down. It doesn't want to freaking go down.
Definitely.
It just goes up, no matter what. The test mic.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. I think either way, it's not really, I mean, you can feel the way you want to feel, but what are you going to do? I mean, what can you do about it, really though? You can feel, I mean, yeah, you can feel that way. You're entitled to feel any way you want to feel.
Now wait, am I input or output?
Output.
I'm output?
Yeah.
And that would be up there. where I first did it. Test speaker. But then I couldn't hear. Let's see.
I think the sound has been
I
off
don't
since
lower
that day
that
Jimmy
one,
missed.
which,
His
you know,
setting's been off several
again.
days. Really? Jimmy?
Keep talking.
Hello? Hello?
Do I sound any better?
It's good, they said. It's fine.
Now I can now see. She's so low now.
I'm so low?
Well, you were, because we're playing with the volume. Trying to.
Oh, okay. Merry Christmas. Hi, Danielle.
Test mic. You go to test it. Hello? How is that? The same?
It's fine. You're fine now. You don't have to worry about it. You're good. All good.
Really? It has went low?
All good.
Really?
100% Scooter. You're all good. Golden.
Oh, okay. I guess we got it then.
I guess so.
You're not just saying that.
I am not.
Guys, how did that sound to you guys?
Can everyone hear Scooter and I okay?
Let's get it still real loud.
They
for
said
me,
it's
though.
fine. Nobody said it's loud. Now, Robin said it's fine to her.
I'm talking normal right now. This is
Deborah
okay?
Van Couverden said it sounds okay.
It sounds all right?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes, it is. Billy Boy Blue, are you here?
Okay, this whole time I have been thinking that I am input and that you're output.
Okay. Billy Boy, where are you? Hi, Janae. Kelly Finelli, Nevada. Everybody says it sounds good, so can you just stop obsessing over it now? Steph, cool it. Scooter sounds like an
Obsessing?
angel. Yeah, you're obsessing over it. Hi, Jade Melendez. We haven't seen Lisa H in 2 days.
Yes, we have. She was here yesterday.
Was she?
Yes.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
She most definitely was. And she was in mine tonight.
Oh, I didn't see her in 2 days.
No. Please, you're going to have to rewind this video and correct that.
No, stop.
You have to edit that out or start over.
I'll clap. Isn't that, why are you all the way down there?
What do you mean?
You're only at the top of your eyes are showing.
No, wait, well, I'm trying to get on your panel.
You are on.
I mean, on your, yeah,
That was
on
weird. I
chat.
thought I just saw like a weird thing happen to my arm. That was crazy. Oh my gosh.
To your arm?
Like something when I did that, something happened to my, like, I don't know what, I had a weird, I don't know, something happened to my hand. I thought my hand went through my body. Don't worry about it. I have just been feeling strangely today. Hi, Amy Tyning. How are you? Well, how do you know that? They told you that?
That's so loud, Carolyn.
I don't know then. If you knew, like, she didn't know that. Hi, Ellen. It's fine, Scooter. So,
Lexi,
what? It's
you were
fine.
told hello by somebody. Deidre said hello to you.
Now you're playing the audio. Well, he told you? Well, then okay. That I would be upset about him. You know, I mean, he was cheating on your sister. Yeah. She didn't know. That wasn't good. That sucks.
Or, do I sound okay, guys?
Yes, Scooter.
What?
Okay, you're obsessing over it.
Oh, fine. All of a sudden you don't like me anymore.
Well,
Right.
I don't know.
What?
Well, I called you. You didn't answer my call several times today, and it wasn't when you were live. I called you several times before you went live.
And I called you back and you never answered.
Yeah, no,
For
but
real.
I called you several times.
And I called you.
No, but you called me back a
twice.
long time after, and you were texting with me, so I know that you were there, and you didn't answer my calls purposely.
No, no, I didn't see it. Otherwise,
I
I
had
would
something
have.
important to tell you.
Well, yeah, well, you could have called.
Then I had a party, and then you called me when I was having a party, and I called you
And
after
I
my
didn't
party.
know. Oh, I
and
didn't know you were having a party. I forgot.
right, and then you said, "Sorry, I'm live. Bye bye." And you said, "I'll call you back later," and then you waited till I went live, and then you called me.
Well, yeah, just what did I call about then? I wanted to just. Well, it was one quick question. One, yeah. And I didn't want to say it on the stream.
All right.
It was just going to be one quick question and it would have taken you 10 seconds. That's why. I knew you were live, but I thought, she hasn't started talking yet. I can, maybe get her to answer. But it's okay.
Okay. These two are Tom and Jerry show. Tom and Jerry? Who's Tom and who's Jerry?
Yeah, so I'm Jerry, right? The cute little mouse. It's always sweet and loving. Hi, Steph. Where are you going, Deb?
Where's Deb going? Deb who? Which
Hi,
Deb?
Tanny.
She's not going anywhere.
Okay, Kevin. Yes, she said bye-bye. Hi, Big Mama.
Oh, there's Big Mama.
Incoming, a drama stream just ended.
Oh, okay.
And
Good.
you're coming into another one.
Good.
Carolyn and I are fighting it out tonight.
That's right. Yes, we
Who's
are.
very manipulative, Janae? Oh, Kevin, you mean? No, I'm not too loud now when I'm talking,
No,
right?
not at all. Gosh, you're like overthinking this. Stop it. The dang mouse is pure evil. Hi, Aunt She. How are you?
Hi, Video Reel.
Hi, Video Reel. Okay, so
Oh,
tonight,
Mouse is cute. He's always tricking Jamie.
now that we're in our next segment,
Or Tom.
we're going to ask someone to come up with their stories of if they've ever been almost killed. And by I mean almost killed, I don't mean that you got sick and you're in the hospital. I mean almost killed, like just about being run over by a train, or something like a big anvil thing falling on your head of grand piano off of a building and just missed you by like that much. That's what I mean by almost killed. A really close call.
I do have one, but it's a real quick one. For
Okay,
real.
let me just tell them what the stories are first, then we'll get to your story.
Fine.
Okay, and the other story, because there might not be a lot of people that's happened to. The other story that you could come up and tell is if you've ever been ditched at the altar, or you've ever cut someone loose just about when you were going to get married. And I mean just about like within the month before, sometime in that time frame. And then the third option that you have is if you have ever, let's see.
Rex, can you turn it down, please?
Third option would be if you have a story where you have gone on vacation with a bunch of people and it turned out really badly. Those are your three options. Okay, now you can tell your story where you were almost killed.
Oh. You can hear me all right.
Yes.
I'm very...
I don't want your almost killed story to be that I almost kill you tonight. Okay. Please.
Because I know how annoyed I get when that happens.
Yeah. Hi, Larky.
Somebody's real loud, and then we can't hear you. And
Everybody
they're
said-
yelling, you know, they're talking so loud.
It's good.
Ooh, okay, okay. This is not anything like what you guys are talking about, but from what I'm seeing, mine is nothing that scary. You probably will laugh, and you know, you didn't almost get killed.
Okay.
Hey, actually, it was like just a block down here from where I live now. And I was about 11,
Mm-hmm.
and I was with my granny and my grandpa, and we were over this way for some reason. I don't know why we even came here,
Hi, Jennifer Rochelle.
but we were over this way. And me and my granny were in the back seat for some reason. Oh, I know what it was. We went shopping at a grocery store that used to be down here.
Okay.
It was called Thrifty Mart, I think.
Gotcha. Thrifty Mart.
I believe
11
so.
years old at the Thrifty Mart.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It doesn't involve horses. And then, anyways, this is Highway 6 right out here. You
Okay.
know,
All right.
the main road here. Well, my grandpa pulled out of the grocery parking lot. It's on Highway 6. And we must have been going back to their house the long way. Anyway, he drove like Mr. Magoo.
Right. He sat up on the wheel like that?
He just, I don't know, my granny was always yelling at him about it.
Okay.
And they have these huge cars. And so her and I were in the back for whatever reason, and I hadn't shut my door. I didn't realize it.
Oh my gosh. You mean you didn't shut it completely or just yet it was a little bit like it wasn't closed tightly?
I had closed, you know.
You
was
closed
one
it,
of
but
those
it didn't
heavy
close
doors,
completely. Right.
And they didn't beep back then.
Right.
to
They
let
didn't
you
say
know.
door ajar. Right.
Yeah. So anyhow, he went flying around this. He turns to the right and flies around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the door flew open, and I had been like leaning against.
Not wearing a seatbelt, right?
No. And I went flying out. My body, but my granny was right there, and she hurried up and grabbed my legs and was pulling me in. And so that was my almost. That would be something, right?
Well, yeah, but we had a story like that when we were in
I know
Florida. We rented, remember the Dodge Omnis? They had a hatchback, right? Well, my friend and I, because I had a friend down there and my parents, and we were going up to Orlando from where the condo was in North Miami Beach at the time.
Wait, Carolyn,
Yeah.
1 second.
What's
I
matter?
was just going to say this name earlier when you were saying where we're so-and-so. And we see Deborah saying hi to Jennifer Rochelle.
Yeah, I said hi to Jennifer Rochelle. Hi, Jennifer
But
Rochelle.
were you calling her out earlier?
No, I don't know if I mentioned Jennifer, but I did miss Jennifer.
But I was wondering about her. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
That's right. So we're driving up there, and we're in this Dodge Omni, and my friend and I are in the back seat. My parents are driving, and we're going up because my brother's coming in with his wife and son, and we're all going to meet up in Disney World, right? And while we're driving, I think it was on the way back that we were all coming back from there. We're sitting in the back, her and I. The hatchback flies open on the highway. It was scary. All this big gush of mouth. We're like, what happened? Because back then, you know, like we never had a car back then with a hatchback. That's just this rental car. We're like, crap, what happened? It's amazing. Like our stuff didn't go flying off, you know, at the highway.
Yeah.
My dad pulled over. We're like, what the freak? Yeah, it just flew open on the highway. Scary. Hello, Jimmy. I have to take my vitamins. Can you give me a pack of vitamins, please? Thank you. Okay.
Jubilee Josh.
What?
I said, hi, Jubilee Josh.
Do you have a story, Jimmy, of when you were almost killed? Any story of when you were almost killed cannot involve getting sick and almost dying.
Almost killed?
It has to be almost killed, like something's falling on you and almost kills you, or some kind of where you're almost killed. Scooter told a story of almost falling out of the car because she left her door a little open when she was 11. Scooter, now you're playing me again.
No, I'm not.
I just heard me talk again.
For yourself?
Excuse me?
I'm not playing you. I'm not.
Okay.
You're hearing? Maybe you're playing one of your old videos and don't know it.
No.
Huh?
Nope.
Our snow remover.
A snow remover. Oh, he rolled down the stairs. Yeah. He could have almost been killed then. Right. Your story's already been told.
Hi, Denise Cormier.
You grew up in a small town, lived in the boonies. A car stopped on our road, tried to get me and my friend in his car. My mom ran out just in time. That was the 1970s. Okay, Denise. Good story, but you're supposed to come up here and tell it.
Hi, Rough and Ready. Hi, Shirley.
I am half asleep, sweetheart.
Jubilee Josh?
Sweet. Okay.
Scary. Who's Jubilee Josh?
I said hi to him and you said hi to him.
Oh, Jubilee Josh. Hi, Jubilee Josh. I'm starving. I gotta eat something. Have a yogurt or something.
No,
Yeah, I'm starving.
That's bad, Kelly Finelli, but she doesn't want anybody sick or anything. It's not supposed to be from an illness.
Yeah, no illness. It's gotta be something like a freak accident, like what happened to Sharon, where that cement mirror fell on her head at Tuesday morning. I think it was a mirror. My aunt lost her brakes going down a steep hill and tossed her 2-year-old into the bushes. She tossed the 2-year-old into the bushes? Wow. That must have been scary for the 2-year-old.
Not seeing where that is.
She tossed him from a moving car into the bushes while she was going down a steep hill?
Oh my goodness.
That's really freaking scary. Hi, Mimi. Your first husband tried to kill me twice, once choking me until my friend stopped him, another time pushing me down the stairs while pregnant. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry that you went through that. What are you doing, Jimmy? I have my vitamins over here.
No, I'm getting on mine.
Oh. Beating into that coma. I would have stopped it with my hand. I heard someone scream and looked up to see my mom on our porch screaming. Oh, when I was about 7 or 8, I ran into the street for a ball. A car came flying by around the corner and screeched. Its tires and brakes stopped right before me. I held my hand up like I would have stopped it with my hand. I heard someone scream and looked up to see my mom on our porch screaming. Yeah, she was going about 3 miles an hour. She was going 3 miles an hour and she threw her child out of the... How did she know? What if he didn't land? Wow, that's kind of scary.
Stop stalking me.
Well, I need something to drink. I didn't realize I don't have anything in here. I don't know, something. And you were supposed to get me yogurt. I don't know, it's not late, Jimmy. My goodness, it's only 2:20.
And you're real good at taking pictures.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, why?
I mean, with like a real camera. A real camera. Not
yeah.
like a picture. Not like a
You are being joking right now, aren't you? Are? I know you are.
No, I mean, do you have one of those that have like the long...
Oh my gosh, Jimmy, listen to what Scooter's asking me.
What does she want?
She wants to know if I know how to use a real camera with a real lens.
Oh.
Scooter, I have a studio. I have a photo studio in my house. You see my pictures on Facebook, and I have a photography website. You saw that, right?
What is she worried about, like f-stop and all that stuff?
I don't know what she's talking
Oh.
about. I actually know how to do the f-stop and the ISO and all of that. What do you need a picture of, Scooter?
Oh, okay.
And you want yoga?
Yeah, please.
Maybe possibly, to have
Headshots?
professional.
You need headshots?
something like that, like a professional shot.
You're gonna have glossy photos you're gonna offer people?
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
I thought you'd be the perfect one to do it.
I might be having a meet and greet.
There you go.
There I go.
Maybe I'll have one as well, and that's what I'm going to need.
Mm-hmm. Hand them out.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Really?
Oh, I didn't even notice now the patio was here. How did you get in?
Somebody let me in.
I didn't
You got to
either.
him, Carolyn.
I did not.
I didn't either.
I didn't even know anybody was here. I just scared the
I
crap out of
didn't
me.
Peter didn't let me in.
Well, we must have a ghost letting people in.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
When I called in for my story of almost dying,
Okay, let's hear it.
I was probably about 10, and I had a little Honda motorcycle, like a mini bike,
Honda 50.
and used to ride that sucker around everywhere. Didn't bother me a bit. We lived in the country. So we burned our trash, and my dad and my brother would always take it off to this dump that was down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I followed them down to the dump on my motorcycle, and on the way back, they were in front of me trying to tell me something. And I kept trying to catch up to them so they could tell me whatever they were trying to tell me. So I got right in front of our house, and they turned into the back way into our house and hit a hole and threw me off the motorcycle. And I was unconscious for just a brief moment that I don't remember. And I got up and I felt like I broke something. I didn't know what it was, but it felt like my neck was broken. And so I got on the motorcycle, it started backing up and drove it around to the back of the house. Went in and told my mom, I said, I think I broke something. And she started feeling at me and she's like, yeah, you broke your collarbone. So we went to the emergency room and that doctor said if I had landed just a little bit differently, I would have broken my neck.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And
I'll tell Jimmy something.
nobody saw me out there.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for something. Excuse me.
Yeah, Kelly Finelli, the number's in Slack.
Okay, sorry. I'm back. But that Honda 50 story, probably it was a Honda 50. I've told you guys before. My sister, when I was like 8 years old, she used to ride that Honda 50 around the lake, and I used to sit on the back, and you know the strap that goes over the seat? Well, I used to sit on it and put my feet through there. Okay? And my sister hit a bump or something, and I fell backwards, and my feet were still hooked under the seat thing, the strap.
Oh, no.
And she was dragging me, and then I got like all scratched up, you know, and then before I fell off, and then she told me that we can't tell mom because she'll be so I don't know if we ever told my mom, but yeah, my back was all scratched up, and it's crazy.
You're lucky.
Yeah, and I
I
think
also went through a barbed wire fence on the go-kart one time. That scared the Jesus out of us. I mean, it was bad.
wow,
We were lucky we didn't lose our heads.
that's crazy. My sister once got third degree, would she have third degree burns on her feet? Because she didn't want to, she was playing tennis with a guy she liked, and she didn't like the way that sneakers made her look, so she took her sneakers off and played tennis for I don't know how long on the hot courts, and got third degree burns on her feet.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wow.
She didn't think the sneakers were sexy. Third-degree burns are, though. You know?
Burnt feet were much more
Yeah,
sexy.
third-degree burns are very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But that hurt like the
And
dick.
a little side note, it was this summer, and guess what hospital we went to? My private hospital.
Really?
Yes, and they gave her a tetanus shot, and I almost passed out seeing the shot. And I got so sick, and the doctor told me I had to put my head between my knees. Yeah. Or my dad, somebody told me that. Hi, Crystal. She did. She did, and my sister was always concerned about appearances. I'm like, why would you take your sneakers off? I was, well, I don't
Does she
like
look
that.
like? Does she look like you?
I don't know. People say there's a resemblance, but I don't know. I think we look different. My sister was very different than me. Very, very different.
Right.
Very, different. I said, like, why would you take your sneakers off?
Mm-hmm. Who cares if they're not sexy?
No, she did. She used to do
Guess
stuff.
she could have been out there playing in her high heels, huh?
She did other stuff like that. I forget what crazy things she did like that. That she would do because it didn't look good or it wasn't yeah, but she always did stupid stuff like that.
I Deb on the move. You drop. Serenade.
Probably stuff on
Oh,
speed. I
man.
don't know. What scooter?
I was just saying hi.
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 I also burned my leg real bad on my motorcycle. When I was learning how to ride it, it was one of those things, you know how when you're learning to ride a bike?
Right.
Somebody stayed along with you?
Yep.
Well, my sister was supposed to be standing behind me and like helping me balance. And she let go of me right away. And I went down and burned my leg on the motorcycle motor. It was bad.
Wow.
One of those things you don't want to tell your mom and dad about.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And look
Her,
at
you
the
go through a lot.
LMW said, I had a Roman candle backfire down my arm. Were you holding it out like that and letting it fire off? Second and third degree burns. The skin was hanging burnt off my arm.
Lily's not going to call about her coma, is she? She better have a better story.
Who?
Oh,
Kelly.
Kelly. Right, because it's not supposed to be about something that you're sick.
Love you, Kelly.
I think she's saying there was something leading up to them.
Well, it better be. If I'm not have gotten sick and like took home.
Your mom and dad thought it would be okay. You were holding it out like that in your hand? So many people do that around here. It drives me crazy.
We did that kind of stuff when I was growing up.
Yeah, Jimmy's just fine with the kids doing it. Uh-huh.
I remember one year we were throwing firecrackers towards each other. We weren't supposed to be hitting each other. We're just supposed to get close to you, you know, like near you. My brother threw one right on me and it went down my blouse and popped. And I was like, oh, you are in so much trouble. We were adults too. We were adults doing this stuff.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Cat's got your tongue? Are you talking about Nancy?
Cat's got my.
Cat's got my tongue.
Cat's got
Changed her-
my.
She changed it to tongue.
I
Cat?
know, but I still call her. Cat's got my. And Carolyn, you said cat's got your.
Cat's got my tongue.
Uh-huh.
Goodness,
cat's got my tongue. Are you talking about Nancy Brophy? The other video before this? I don't know how much insurance she had on herself, but she stood to gain 1.5 million.
She must have been related to my grandfather.
Wow, yeah.
You know, he burned places down too.
Well, she had a house fire, and I can't find information on it.
I bet it was an intentional fire.
You would think, especially since she was an insurance agent.
Mm-hmm. She probably wanted to remodel, so she just caught whatever needed to be remodeled on fire. That's one way to get it done. Not one way I'd want to get it done, but
No, I know Cat's got mine. That's why I said I'd keep calling you that, because that's what you wanted. And I did get it. I was the only one. You're right.
well, why'd she change it then?
Because nobody understood it. I was the only one that did.
Well, explain it.
She said, Cat's got mine. That was her name.
Right.
And it could have been anything.
Oh, okay.
You have to think outside the box. Man, Patty, you have to think outside the box.
Boy, that's not hard to think of, but, you know, most times you automatically go to the same. Cat's got my son. So, that's
People,
what,
I guess. I guess
that's what
yeah.
most people would think, you know, that's what it is.
Right.
Roman came over tonight.
How was
Hmm?
it?
They take him everywhere. Roman. He has to
He
sit.
came over.
Yeah, he has to sit. He has to sit at the island with them. He eats off of. He's very quiet because she gives him the little vanilla ice cream, and he knows, like, he waits, and she's very, like, she's not skeeved at all by him, like, ee, dog germs or whatever. And then she speaks in Spanish to him, and I go to my son, dog understands Spanish now? And he goes, yeah. She calls him all these lovey names and says stuff to him.
Oh.
Aw.
And so I'm like, really? He's understanding Spanish? And my son's like, yeah, he's bilingual now.
That's so sweet. You know, if the dog loves her, then she's got to be a great person.
Right. He even licked her right on the lips, and she didn't even flinch. And then she was eating her ice cream cake, and he was eating a little bit of vanilla, but he didn't even touch. Like, I was watching him. I thought he's gonna gobble that all down, but he didn't. Just waited.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
She's going to be a good mama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she already is a mama to the dog, but she's going to be a good mama to your grandchildren.
Right. And then she goes like this. I don't know. They were talking about. Oh, Jimmy goes to them. What's your wedding song? And they're looking at each other, and I said, is it that Ed Sheeran thing that's in that video? And they go, no, that's not our song. The guy just put that in there. I said, that's not even your song? He goes, no, the guy just put that in there. I said, oh, he says it's an okay song, but it's not. And she goes like this, Love, right? And I'm like, what? And then they start breaking out singing that old song, L is for the way. You know that one?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, that's the song? And she says, oh, I love that. They both break out singing that, okay? And then Jimmy goes,
Frank Sinatra sings that.
that's
too,
the
you know.
one she wants. She loves Frank Sinatra.
Oh, really? Are
Yes.
you serious?
Oh, my gosh.
And Mark and Maddie. They love Frank.
Oh, really? So I'm like,
Yes.
yeah. So, I said to her, Jimmy's like, what about Eric Clapton? Wonderful Tonight. He's playing it for her. And she's like, she had never heard it. And then, you have to get the greatest one. I give him
Mark would love her, and so would Maddie.
I give
They
him
love Frank.
I give him his present, right? and he pulls out the Joe DiMaggio thing, and he goes, "This real?" I said, "100% it's real. What do you think I did? I signed it for him, but 100%." He's like, "Oh, that's really nice. It could go right next to Yogi Berra," because he has Yogi Berra. I told you that one, right? And she's looking at it going, "That's so nice." And he goes, "Watch. Do you know who Joe DiMaggio is?" She goes, "No." I said, "You don't know who Joe DiMaggio is?" She goes, "No." I said, I said, "Oh, he's an old-time Yankee player." It was hysterical because she didn't even know who he was. She was just like, "Oh, that's so nice." But she didn't even know what it was.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was funny. And so Jimmy plays this whole Wonderful Tonight, and then she goes, "Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice." And then she goes, "Play the LOVE. It's L dot," and then so he plays it. What happened? What's going on here? Okay, and he played Nat King Cole's version, and then she's like, "I don't know, there's Frank Sinatra." So then she's singing Frank Sinatra's version of it. But I just thought I couldn't believe my son, like, I thought he'd be like, "What the heck is this old song?" But he's like, I guess he likes it. They both sing, she sing it.
Oh yeah, Mark's
I like that
has
song.
gotten me into Frank all these years.
I
Can you
like
guys
that
hear me?
song.
Yep,
Yeah.
Can you see me?
yep,
You can?
yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
Okay, well, we do. Too bad.
I'll be that way. Alright, so which one do you want to hear? Do you want to hear when I set myself on fire or when the man had the gun to my head?
I don't know.
Either
Which,
or both.
okay, go ahead.
I'm going to give you the quick version. There's going to be no humor in this because I've been crying all day. I'm like spent. But anyway, Scooter, I may have to curse, so you're going to have to bleep me out. I
can't believe you.
well, there's got to be a delay, right? Isn't there like a 10-second
Oh.
delay?
We could mute, yes.
No, don't mute me. Then nobody.
No.
All right, I'll try not to. I mean, I'm like,
You won't
Listen,
curse. You can do it.
I just don't go near people anymore. I've been so, I'm having a rough time. Anyway,
I
I
have
just-
faith in you, Kelly.
huh?
What
I
about,
have faith in you.
What
that
about
you can
email,
do this
Robin?
Without cursing.
who
Thank
sent
you.
me an email?
Thank you. All right, so I was, my niece had, we had a SIDS death in the family, and every year we do a children's walk at the Westchester Medical Center at the Children's Hospital there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was on a Sunday, and my husband was up at the airport flying some jackass somewhere, and Katie was cheering. No, she wasn't cheering. She must have been at a. I was home alone. I don't know why, but I was home alone, and you know, back in the time where I like really would give anything to be left alone by myself, and now it's like the opposite. Anyway, so you know, I never smoked in the house, and I wasn't even smoking then, but I decided I wanted a cigarette before I went to this walk, and I had on a one of Joey's old Ranger jerseys, and it had like the plastic or the whatever it is, the numbers on it, and so I got a cigarette. Now I'm in the house, and I can't find a match, and I'm not thinking of the stove, so I was pouring lighter fluid into one of those Zippo lighters.
Yeah.
So I got it in, and I guess I spilled some on me. And when I lit the lighter, like my whole like there was flames like up in front of my face. It was like instantaneous. So instead of like doing what we're taught, stop, drop, and roll, would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Right.
Right.
And one less mastectomy. And so I ran into the shower, and so now everything's stuck to me, and I really, I don't remember, I guess I called 911 because they came, and the hospital is right on the same campus where the children's hospital is. They took me to that trauma center at Westchester Medical Center. So, so my family was like across the, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they were there, and I was just not wanting to go to this thing, and this is what happened to me. So I burned 12% of my body. I have skin grafts on like my whole chest, part of my stomach. I can show you one part. This is show and tell too.
Okay.
All right, ready, Scooter?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'll show you where, like my underarm, this part, it was like all this is skin grafts.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Really
see?
see it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, yes.
So, and I have it all here and here. And the donor site they took from my leg. And that was the most painful thing. But I was in there for almost 2 months, and they had 3 surgeries. They put pig skin on me first because it like staves off infection. And I was like, am I going to start craving pork? It was bad. It was really
Yeah.
bad. And then, of
I don't
course,
like it.
Mr. Cramden, I used to call Joey Mr. Cramden, comes running in, and he walked in and he looked at me, and they had me in this room where they were like debriding the skin, and I was on a ton of morphine and Dilaudid, and like I was just, they had me really, really medicated, and he just fell on the floor. He just fell on the floor, and it took a while before he asked me what happened. And I was like, I gotta tell him I was smoking in the house, but he didn't really rag on me about that. But that was a long haul for me. That was a long recovery
It
time.
would be, oh.
It really was. It was bad.
Crazy.
Burns are one of the worst
Yeah.
things.
Burns
Ugh.
are, but I didn't really even, cause you're so, I don't even remember feeling any burn. Everything like just turned really white. And I think 2nd-degree burns probably feel worse than those burns you get like on, by accident on the stove or, like that. But it was over a good percentage of my body. And at that point, I was only maybe about, 100 pounds soaking wet. So it was.
Not much over that right now.
I've been losing some weight. I don't know. Well, this is what I'm a steady diet of this.
You burned your nerve endings.
Oh, you still have, are those root beer?
Where's the root beer?
Oh, okay. I've never tried those yet. You told me that.
But
Oh,
are
you
they
have
candy?
to. This is all I eat.
She eats root beer
Yeah.
Italian ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
How's
ice,
yours?
okay.
But
Get you some calories, get you some ice cream.
listen, my mother-in-law, I've been, I try not to go there so much because being in the house is, it just makes me sad. It used to be such a happy, warm, fun place and just filled with love and laughter. And now it's like, she's not in good shape. She's really sick. And, she likes to see me because, she feels like, part of her son is still there or something. But she's 91, 92 almost.
Wow.
And she's she's in really bad health, and it's hard. It's really hard. It's physically demanding for me. So I don't go there. My sister-in-law won't. She'll leave the room. She won't bathe her. She won't. I said, Denise, if you can't, you gotta take care of her. We gotta get somebody in here to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm selling the house and I'm gonna put her in a home. I said, you can't. You can't do that. It's too much. But Reverend Reddy, thank you so much for what you did for me today. I gotta tell you, that was just really, it was such a nice pick-me-up, and, and like I said, I remembered what kept me in this group was, that stuff is the only, this is, I guess I got here right when, the monster did what he did, and I never left. And, you've been stumping me ever
Majority
since,
of us do
Scooter.
the same thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Me
And that
too.
that's a couple of years now, right?
Yeah,
3 years
except-
maybe?
Yeah,
Very,
going on
Right on.
3.
So I'm gonna tell you the coma real quick, because I didn't get sick. I was, I was kind of wild back when I was younger. And, I was in, my early, maybe barely 20. And I met this guy in a bar, and he was just like, he looked like, he was just this, he was a pretty boy, but, with the mustache and the beard. He was just really, really, really good looking. And, and he was charming, he was charismatic, and everybody loved him, except for my mother said, there's something not right about him, he's gonna hurt you. And, this was the one bad, he just, very slowly kind of isolated me from everybody. And I was a people person. I was always around my family, my friends, and just really slowly. I didn't even notice it until they were telling me. And Anyway, he was a really big drug dealer, and I didn't know the extent of it until I stepped like on his floorboard in his apartment one day, and it like was like jiggled, and I pulled it up, and there were guns, and there was like all this like dope and cocaine. Probably cocaine. It was the '80s, and money, and so he would have to go bring the money to the guy in the Bronx who he was dealing for. And I'm like oblivious to all this shit. I just don't want to get hit anymore. He used to walk around with a baseball bat, this guy. And so, I don't know, long story short, anyway, he ended up hitting me in the head a little too hard with the baseball bat.
Oh,
Oh my
And
God.
I was in there for,
on purpose?
so like, yeah, on purpose.
No, they were just playing. You know, he was just trying to get a
Yeah, I was
homer,
ball.
and he
But I
just was
used
a
to
little
wake up
overzealous.
and there would be like blood all over the place and broken glass, and I'd be like, oh my God, where's it coming from? And I'd have to go to work. And it was, you know, so I woke up in the hospital. All I heard was my mother saying, the doctor said that you're not going to ever function normal in society. And I love you. And, you know, the I love you didn't come first. You know, it was the doctor said. And I remember thinking, what are you talking about? But it was a long rehab from that. And I'll tell you what, after that, I got my shit together and I never looked back. And a couple of years later, I met Joey, and the rest is history. But yeah, and that was during one of those times I was with him where, you know, he put a gun to my head. He would do that Russian roulette thing. You'd have one bullet in it. And do this. And I would just say to him at a point, just go ahead, pull it.
Would do that? He would do that to you?
Yeah. And then it was like my life changed on a dime after that. I went home to my mother's and moved back in with my parents for a little bit. And then I got my own apartment. I went back to work and, you know, had a nice little life going. I, you know, dated here and there, and I never wanted to get involved with anybody. I had a 2-year, you know, I dated some 2 years. That was it. I couldn't, you know. And then I met Joey, and he kissed me, and that was it. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you, but
Yeah.
Listen, it's
you
like,
your life.
I survived it.
Hi, Mono.
And that's why I end up, you know, trying to help people like that junkie who I gave my debit card to. And he's still
Did
out
you
there
do something
doing
else?
Oh, it was like, I can't even begin to tell you the total of the damage that was done here. I'm missing my 10th anniversary diamond ring that my husband had gotten. So much, I can't even, he did a lot of damage. There was a lot of damage down there.
Wait, but he hasn't come back in your house again, has he?
No.
And you're,
No. I still, you know, I still have my group that I run on Wednesdays.
mm-hmm.
And, you know, and that's really it. I don't go, and that's something I facilitate, so it's not, you know, if he ends up there by any chance, it's just I'm gonna have to deal with it. But, yeah, no. You made a good point though, Carolyn, when you said to me, it's, you know, yeah, you gave it to him, and you gave him the pin, but you didn't give him, you know,
Permission to take your money out,
permission
yeah.
to take that much out.
But see, don't you think in dealing with addicts that you're not helping him by not pressing charges because they...
You know, here's what I know. You know, yes, and I think that sometimes the biggest blessings come in those things for an addict and alcoholic is when, you know, if you know, you get arrested, you get busted, this
Right,
or that,
yeah,
and you know, you gotta get bailed out, whatever it is, and
right,
you have that moment of clarity
Yeah.
where you say, wait a minute, what am I doing?
right.
And that's kind of what happened to me with Frank. The guy that hit me with a baseball bat. And I haven't touched anything since then. It's been well over, it's been, God, that was in like 81 maybe, or I don't know. I haven't had a drink or anything since then. Maybe I should start drinking again. I started smoking.
No, I don't
But
think
no, I don't know.
I don't even know.
Consider that enabling him, if that's what you mean. I've thought about it, and I'm so, I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't want to, you know, my brother's on me to do the same, to do it, and I still can.
Well, I mean,
You
either
know.
that or like, you
Don't
know,
let anybody force you to, though.
no.
You know?
But what
Yeah.
about like, you know, having something worked out where he's got to pay the restitution. I don't
Well,
know.
he did call me from rehab. He did call me. The counselor called me, and I said, but they were on speakerphone, and I asked her to pick up the phone. I said, you know, you got me at a real disadvantage here. I said, you put me on speaker, and you're talking to him, and you're talking to me, and you're trying to counsel, and you're not doing a very good job of it because, you know, you don't get all right, so he's going to get better, and treatment is not the same thing as recovery. You got to do what you do, and then you got to come back out into the world, and you got to walk it. You can't just talk it. You got to show people by just behaving. You don't get a pat on the back for behaving like your brothers and sisters. And that's it. That's the way I feel about it. And, you know, so I was at it. I told her, and I, you know, because he was, well, you're still going to be my sponsor. And here's the problem with this person. He's like I was going to say transvestite. He's transgender. So he's in the middle of, and this is like, I can't even, it's another whole, he's like halfway transitioned. So he's like, yeah, he went from a woman to a man, or not even, he's not even a man. He's like a twerp, but he only did like the top. So, and he's got a little mustache, so he just looks like a little boy. He doesn't even look like a man, but he still has, if he went to jail tomorrow, he'd be with the women.
Ellie, just one moment. I just wanted to say hi, Manal. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so,
Sorry.
Hi, Robin.
it's just a whole twisted, full of bullshit, you know?
Hi.
What is on your head?
Hi, Robin.
I don't know. She's getting very full of herself.
All right,
She's
I'm hanging
doing
up.
tutorial here.
Yeah. She needs headshots.
Right.
She's trying to
You
look
say
for,
that
get ready for
my
headshots.
daughters, see, you are my child. Bonnie says the same thing. Boy, can your head get any bigger?
What, with your headband?
No, was just say she thinks she's a big YouTube star.
Oh, I thought you guys were in the same room when I was looking before, because I have you on TV. So, all
I'm
right.
so sorry, Kelly. God, that you've been through a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm still standing, right?
You are. That's the important.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the important thing.
Hey, you know. All right, listen, stay away from the horses, Scooter. All right?
Yeah.
There'll be no horses in the story tonight.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kevin, for nudging me in here tonight. I've been such a recluse, except when I absolutely have to go out, like, you know.
Right.
All right, guys.
All
I
right.
love you all.
Love you.
Well,
All
seeing you, Kelly.
right.
All right.
Nice talking to you. All right. Bye.
Take care. I'll
Bye.
try to bring more levity next time.
Remember,
Okay.
this world is a better place
Because you're in it.
You did not just say that to me. You said it with a straight face. She's gonna laugh.
I said it even though Davita hates me.
That's Davita saying, and I'm just saying.
I know, and I said I repeated it even though Davita hates
Remember,
me
there's
because
only one you.
Oh my God! Lie to me.
I always
Scooter, lie to me.
remember
It's the
there's only
truth.
one
It's the
you,
truth, Kelly.
and the world's a better place because you're in it.
Because
Don't
you're
you
in it.
ever, ever, ever forget that.
Forget it. And I do mean that, Kelly, for real.
Yeah, you too.
Right.
Thank you. All right, I'm crying again. I gotta
But
go.
there's something
I love
else
you
too
guys.
that she says.
There is.
I always forget it. I don't know how she remembers it, but she wants to hate me
Remember,
anyway.
you are very
She-
special.
Yeah, she'll probably hate us and tell us that she's going to copyright us because that's her saying, because she hates
You're
me so much.
inspirational. You're inspirational. to
Yeah,
me.
but
But
you know-
everybody says, you know, I say that to my daughter all the time. She's so special.
Right. But
And
she
don't
hates
ever
me.
forget that. I say
But
that
don't
to
ever
you too,
tell her
Carol,
her
maybe.
salad is not a salad because she will write you off like, psh, gone.
Oh God,
I
people
don't
need
think,
to be
I don't
slapped.
think it's the salad. It's gotta be something else.
No, it's a salad.
God.
She wrote me off.
People sweat the small shit. There's that. Well, she's got to. I better
I
not keep going.
I don't know. I thought I
Oh,
meant
we
more
love
to her than
Davita.
that.
Carolyn's just teasing her.
I thought I meant
All
more to
right.
her than that, but I guess not.
There's only one you, Scooter.
That's right.
I love you.
Love you too, Kelly.
Love you both. All right, guys.
One day she
I'll
might
see
be
you
sorry
later.
she burned that bridge.
Hi,
Okay.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Bye. Night.
Hi.
Now, Robin, is that really you?
Yes, it's really me.
That's your real picture,
That's me.
without any filters.
Well, of course it's got a filter on it. I'm 45 years old.
Oh, how old were you then when you had that picture taken?
Not even a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gotta, blur some of the wrinkles a little.
So you just took out the wrinkles, but that's your hair color and everything?
Yeah, that's my hair color.
You're pretty.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I mean, I don't look like that every day.
Of course not.
Oh, you look really nice.
Thank you.
So I don't know how you guys get a big picture when you go out. I get this little tiny little box. I don't like it.
That thing is huge.
No, but I want a big picture. When
I'm
I click my camera off, I get this little tiny little box,
like,
and it doesn't matter. And if I put a regular picture like my face in there, it's still a tiny that size, and I cannot make it bigger.
It's not usually that big. I'm like, oh my god, can somebody make that smaller a little bit? I'm used to it. Just tiny little thumbnail,
I would like a big one, but I'm going to get it. Go ahead. Do you have a story about how you were almost killed?
Yeah, and I also have a funny story when you're talking about the wedding songs.
Right.
A funny story, real quick, just to kind of lighten it a little bit. I got married in Jamaica. I'm divorced, obviously now, but when I got married in Jamaica, we just kind of decided to go to Ocho Rios, and just whoever wanted to come came, and there were like 10 people there, and my dad walked me down the pier, and it wasn't anything super formal, but it was a ceremony and all that stuff.
Did you climb the falls?
What?
Did you climb the falls?
No.
Oh, I did. It was great.
I didn't do that. I wanted to do the bioluminescence, but I didn't do that either.
I thought you were going to tell me you almost died on the falls.
No, this isn't a almost die story.
Oh.
This is just a quick wedding song story.
Oh.
We were out on a pier, so their equipment was not top notch. Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to just quickly pick out songs and stuff. They had CDs. This was 2006. And my dad was there, and my sister and her husband at the time and everything. And there were several choices you could pick, and it was like that trumpets, certain songs you could walk down the aisle to, and then you could walk with your dad to, that kind of thing. And the song that I chose to walk with my dad to was a Ray Charles song, and it's totally escaping me right now. It's I See Skies of Blue, or whatever.
That's not Ray Charles.
No, that's
Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
That one. Yes. Wrong person. But the
Beautiful song.
It
Wonderful
ended up
world.
coming up.
What a wonderful world.
Yeah, it was like a sampler disc or whatever.
Right.
The song that ended up coming up when me and my father were walking down the aisle pier / the aisle / pier was Night and Day by Ray Charles.
I don't know how that goes.
Night and day. It's like a song. It's a perverted song.
I thought you were going to say it was Donna Summer's Hot Stuff or something going down. I know what you were going to say.
It's like a getting down together song. I was and it was my grandparents were there, my 80-some-year-old grandparents.
Could have been Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. You're lucky.
It's close. Very close. Very close. You know the song if you heard it. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah, sure.
We were looking at each other and cracking up, and my grandparents were mortified sitting there. I'm like, oh my god, this is not going on. We're like, what is this song? We're trying not to laugh. They're there's a video person, and anyway, it's kind of funny. We're like, what is this song? What on earth is going on? This is not what we were. I don't know. Anyway.
Are you doing the smoky eye?
Yeah, what is going on?
You trying to get the smoky eye?
Just full on going for the
Putting on my face.
Hi, Auntie Christy.
full on tutorial. All right, so yes, I did actually almost get killed. I I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to end up well. When I was young and really, really stupid, and just moved to Atlanta after I got out of college, I just moved up there. I didn't know anybody, and I just decided I didn't want to be I didn't want to be in South Florida, so I wanted to just go somewhere where there's like seasons and whatever. So I went to Atlanta. I didn't know anyone. I was 22. I got like a job as a receptionist and just kind of fell into health insurance and all that stuff. But I was out, I went out to the bars all the time, like met some friends from Florida State that just happened to be up there, friends of friends. You know how it is when you're 22.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd met this guy. I was so drunk, which was not unusual. And financially self-sufficient. I had a roommate that I assumed was home, whatever she usually was. And we lived in like Buckhead area of Atlanta. And I'd take cabs, to and from. And I don't even know. I was really drunk. And my friend Kim, who was a little bit older than I was, she said, the guy's name was Jody at this bar. He followed me out to the cab, and he just said, he just hopped in the cab with me. And my friend Kim knew this guy. I thought she knew him, because I was talking to him kind of with her, but she didn't really know him. And
Thanks, Billy Boy.
it was just a misunderstanding. And she walked me out to she looked kind of scared for me. I remember that kind of when I was getting in the cab, but I didn't really take it too seriously. And he got in the cab with me back to my place. And I didn't even think twice about questioning where he's going or what he's doing or anything. And he just got out of the car at my place and just followed me up the stairs. And I'm just I guess I thought that was fine. I don't know. He said, I was just going to make sure you got home safe. I was like, okay.
Right.
Whatever. Again, I'm 22 years old, stupid stuff. And I was so drunk, I really honestly have no idea. I would kill to know what the conversation was on 3 flights of stairs up, because I don't have any idea. I'd love to know. But I don't know what I said. I wish I did. But we got into my apartment, and my roommate was not home. And as soon as the door shut, it shuts behind you, it kind of slams shut, and there's 2 deadbolts on it, and usually I just shut the deadbolts. As soon as the door shut, I turned around, and he was standing up against the door, and his face changed completely, and I just felt alarm. I went from totally drunk to totally sober, and I was like, whoa, something's off, way off. And he backhanded me in the face so hard. Open-handed, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was open-handed, but his knuckles hit me in the eye so hard. I had a huge black eye.
Wow.
He hit me with that much force. I don't even know this guy. His name was Jody. I will never forget. His name was Jody. And
That's the first problem.
yeah. I was completely sober at this point, and I'm thinking, oh my God, my roommate's not here. The door's shut. We're in my place alone. He's gonna kill me. What did I do? What did I say? I just wanted to know, what did I say? What was I saying outside? I don't even know. I still don't know. Not that anything would deserve that, but I was I have no idea what the heck we were even talking about. Nothing. No clue why this happened. And I was just stone sober and terrified. And I said to him, "You will not believe the things you do." I looked at him and I said, "Thank you so much for making sure I got home safe. That was so nice of." I thanked the guy
Wow.
for punching me in the face, basically.
Yeah,
And
because that was how you knew you would survive it.
I guess that was like a survival instinct. It still pisses me off to this day to like think about the fact that I thanked the guy for that. But it was the only way I guess I survived.
Hi, Christine.
That
But
was
I just
smart.
He looked at me with this look. It went from like fury and wide eyes to like bewilderment and wide eyes. And he said nothing. And I walked to the door and I opened the door and he kind of just moved away from the door in shock. And I
You
let
went
him
for a
out,
loop. Yeah.
and he walked out. And I shut the door and I locked both deadbolts and I just slid down the door and sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. And I was like, he was gonna like rape and kill me or something.
Yeah.
There was no, I was gonna die. I don't know what I did, or I still don't know. But I never, after that, I ended up calling my friend Kim and I was like, "Who is he? How do you know him?" And she said, I don't know him. I've met him like twice. So I never saw him.
Thank God.
Yikes.
But yeah, it was horrible.
Could have been a totally different story, Robin.
I know, but and like, thank God I did that. But I still have such mixed emotions about it, because thank God I said that or did that, because it saved my life. But it still makes me so mad that I had to thank him for punching me in the face. I mean, I had a huge black eye that I had to go to work with and explain. And the stupid things you do, but yeah. So yeah,
Crazy.
I don't know that I would have died, but it wasn't looking too good.
It's like,
It wouldn't have been very good, is for sure.
Right.
No, but I did need a wake up call. Yeah.
And you got it, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yes, I did. I did.
Right.
But I ended up getting back together with my boyfriend who I had broken up with, and he ended up being my husband for 10 years, and we got divorced. But yeah, I would never have gotten back together with him if that whole thing didn't happen. Because it was like that started and then something else tragic happened, but like that was the kind of the thing that brought us back together. But yeah, you never know.
Oh, you don't.
It still bothers me. Like, I would kill to know what the heck we were talking about. I have no idea I have no idea what the conversation was at all.
I don't know.
But it's just the most bizarro thing ever. Like, everybody's like, "Wait, but why?" Like, everybody had so many questions. I'm like, I don't know. I was that drunk. I have no clue. Like, I don't know if I upset him. I don't know if he was in a good mood when he came in, if he was in a bad mood. Like, I was just stupid.
And Christine Ferrera,
Yeah.
Boxy in the Boxy.
But I'm just glad it turned out the way it was. I mean, for so long I was so mad that I did that, but I was like, no, Robin, stop beating yourself up for it. It saved your life.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it was one of those things that I told my dad, and it's one of those things that I know broke his heart to hear.
Yeah.
What?
I just said yes. Yeah.
I mean, I think there's so many things I know I told. I mean, being a single father of 2 girls, there's so many things that we told him that killed him, I'm sure. But, there's so many things that we told him that you could just tell it just crushed him. But,
Yeah.
Right.
Must-
Yeah.
hard for him to hear that and know that he couldn't protect us, but we were still here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Birthday.
What?
I just said, hi, Deborah Ferris. And little lady.
Yeah, I lucked out. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess whenever I'm feeling down, I gotta look at these kind of things.
Yeah, we all
Right.
Yeah.
And you're still here, still kicking it.
Still here, survived.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my survival story.
Okay.
What about you guys?
Well, I told a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Scuba
I
did.
And I told mine too.
What about the guys in the chat?
I saw a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Nana Patty.
But they're scared. She told hers.
I told mine.
I'm curious. I think I was on. I don't know what I was doing. But
Yeah.
how are the puppies? Or how's the puppy? And the Itsy.
Oh, Molly's spoiled rotten. Bitsy can't stand Molly. It's like a circus around here.
I heard a noise when I first called in. I heard some kind of snarling or snoring. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on the time of day it is.
Oh.
But, you know, it's the big dog, the biggest dog of the four, has decided that she likes Molly. And so they play like crazy. And
Who's
I'm
the
always
big-
afraid.
Who's the biggest one?
Friday. Her name's Friday. She's part schnauzer, mix.
Oh.
She's about 30 pounds, and Molly's about 2.5 pounds. And I'm just like, oh. But Friday's just really gentle and careful with her. It's really neat to watch them.
How are Bitsy and Molly, the two Chihuahuas, kind of together? They just hate each other.
Molly wants to play with Bitsy, but
But
Bitsy won't
Bitsy's
play. Yeah, Bitsy's like, nope, don't have anything to do with you. I don't know why you're here. You need to go back to where you came from.
And how old is Bitsy?
Bitsy's old. We don't even know
Yeah.
how old.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
We know that she's probably at least 13. Because when we got her. and,
13? Wow. She doesn't look 13 at all. She's a puppy.
Yeah. Yeah, bitches. Bitches, an old lady. She's missing a lot of teeth.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
She does look like she's
Billy
so
Boy,
cute.
you have no crazy stories? I don't believe that.
Mhm.
Cause I got Steve when I had Wrigley, who was 9 at the time, and he was not having it. He's like, "What
Mhm.
did you do?"
Mhm.
Never got used to Steve. He was like, "This thing has got to go."
Yep.
Carolyn, you got a
I
super chat.
already thanked him.
Oh, well, very good.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. What am I going to say? You're welcome.
No, you should have said thank you, not you're welcome. I said very good.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else have any stories? Call in.
Does anybody have any stories about going away with somebody that was your best friend, and during the trip you guys just something happened and then ended up never speaking to each other again?
I hope that doesn't happen with you and Lisa.
Are you worried?
What?
Are you worried about that?
No. No, not at all. Did anybody ever go away with a large group of people and something happened, like a murder or an assault, and there was an arrest? If you did, call up.
Lord.
Well, that happened to me, but it wasn't because I was away.
No.
It did happen. It was I had broken up with this jerk guy. This guy, let me give you a little bit of history. We had dated for about a year, and he was a total jerk. I don't even know why I stayed with him. And one night he tried to choke me, and pushed me up against the wall, and it went from the wall down the hall to the bedroom with his hands on my neck, choking me.
Lovely.
And so nothing happened from that. I didn't press charges or anything, but we broke up, and I had some friends over to play we played basketball. We came back to my place and had pizza, and we're having some beers, and he came around peeking in my windows. First off, this guy called me, and I told him that I didn't want to talk to him. Don't come to my house. You need to leave me alone. And he comes to my house and he starts sneaking around and looking in windows. Well, a couple of these guys that were at my house took off out the front door after him, and they went into a driving chase. They chased him down to a convenience store where he stopped, and they got in a big fight, and they beat the crud out of him. And,
Good.
Yeah, he ended up in the hospital.
Oh, wow, that's good.
And I ended up at the police station because they wanted to know if I had sent those guys to beat him up. I was like, no, I didn't do anything. He did that all on his own by sneaking around my house. And nothing happened to me, but I know that the two guys ended up having charges pressed against them. But they said it was totally worth it because this guy was such a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't end up in the hospital.
Hmm?
At least you didn't end up in the hospital.
I know. Or dead.
Or
Mm-hmm.
that's
But
awful.
he was, yeah. And he showed up at my house one other time. And that was when I was moving in with Gordon. And we were getting married. And he showed up at my house as we were moving. And I was there by myself. And thank goodness nothing happened that time. But, it was a little scary. And then he tracked me down wherever I went. I left the floor that I worked on at the hospital because he knew where I worked. And somebody on the floor told him where I transferred to. So he found me in that department. Just a true stalker, crazy guy. But Gordon finally got on the phone with him. He called me. Gordon got on the phone with him and said, don't you ever call her again. Don't you ever come around to where she is. Or that whipping that you got from those boys, it'll be a lot worse. So he never bothered me again.
Crazy.
That's one.
Avoided. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
It's one thing I've been lucky. I mean, I've avoided.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Having a
awful.
stalker is kind of crazy. Scary.
I mean, I've had some issues like that, but I've not ever had somebody just like put their hands on me like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be horrifying.
It was. It was. And, I was home alone. There was nobody there to help me.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, someone put hands on me, obviously, in the story I told, but that was that was not anybody that I knew.
Yeah. I don't know which is scarier. They're both scary.
Yeah, I mean that was obviously like a life or death thing. I don't know what that
Mm-hmm.
crazy
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, good night, Danielle.
Good night,
Good
Danielle.
night.
Danielle.
Night, Danielle.
Get your good rest.
Night, Danielle.
Hi, John Maisaki.
Hi, John Masaki.
John.
Hi, John Masaki.
Yeah, I was mentioning in the chat that had you talked about that the Nicholas Cruz trial started? Did you mention that, Carolyn?
No, not yet. I didn't know. It started? Yeah, no, I didn't.
Well, the jury selection started today, so yeah. So
Wow.
it's busy in Florida, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. It seems like everything's pumping back up.
Hitting at one time.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking. I was watching that and the Anthony Todt between the two of those today. Just some of the highlights from the courtroom. But Mimi was filling me in and answering some of my questions in chat because I was trying to figure out, they said it was, the jury selection is going to take for 2 months. It started today.
Who said
Oh.
that? For Nicholas Cruz?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what they said on court TV. I'm like, what?
Oh.
They've got a full jury. And there's no trial. It's just, he pled guilty.
Right, yeah.
So they're just determining whether he gets life or death.
Huh.
And in Florida they have to be unanimous, so it's got to be a unanimous vote. But they don't actually make that decision. They make the recommendation, the judge makes the final decision. But it does have to be a unanimous. So I guess it's a pretty heavy, I mean, obviously it's a big deal, but it takes 2 months to get the jury sorted out. And then after that, they have like the mitigating factors, of which there are 17 stories to be told, and then all of the awful things on top of that. I think there's 34.
I can't remember what he did.
He shot and killed 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida.
Okay.
He was the one who, at the high school that, it was Valentine's Day 2018. Yeah. Which is right around the corner from here. It's the next town over, by Coral Springs. Yeah. It was the deadliest high school shooting in U.S. history.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
First in Columbine.
the school shooting to go to trial. Because most of them, like, they kill themselves or whatever it is.
Or
But
get killed.
yeah,
Mhm.
suicide.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got. Unfortunately, it kills me because this guy's got. The biggest problem was that he had a gigantic. The police knew all about him. It
He
was
had a
like.
file?
Yeah, he had a huge file. He was a ticking time bomb. Like it was like a question of when he was going to do something like this. And you know, there's a trial I think in fall for the campus security guy who took off when he saw him come on campus. He literally got the golf cart and like took off.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Prosecute.
Yep.
But yeah, 17 people died, 3 staff, and the rest were kids. And several people survived their injuries, and they were all in the courtroom. It was awful. Like, that was what was so compelling today. I was just watching, I mean, jury selection's not super whatever, but, you know, I'm watching this, and every single name that they called, you just saw, like, a handful of people sit there and just fall apart. And I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is so awful. You just don't realize how, and that was 4 years ago. I mean, not that makes a difference. It's not, it never goes away, but you just don't realize, and this is just, it's just for the penalty phase. It's just crazy. And after they get the jury, there's going to be another, it's going to be months.
Really?
So I was like, thank God I didn't get called. That's what I was asking. Maybe I'm like, okay, so are they going to keep sending out jury summons? Like, do I just sit here and like worry that I'm maybe get called for that? But I guess they've already sent out like hundreds of them.
Wow.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's just nuts.
I would imagine they'd have a hard time with the jury selection because everybody's going to know what happened.
Yeah, that's what I guess the voir dire process and what Mimi was saying is like that's what they're going through right now, and they've already kicked one person off, a woman, and it's very stringent, I guess, because they need, you know, they don't want this to be a mistrial, obviously.
Yeah.
But he was such, and unfortunately, he was born with brain damage from he was adopted by this family, and his adoptive mother and father, or his adopted mother died, and he was born with brain damage from her drug use, his real mother. So like he's got a lot of mitigating circumstances in his favor, I guess, or whatever. It's a mess. There's a lot. But I hope that doesn't, there's just a lot. It's just unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It just broke my the families out there. I was just like, oh my God, I totally forgot about, it's been over 4 years and you think everybody's life is carrying on.
It's not.
Not.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Waffle House murders. Watching that trial with I don't know if you saw that, but the victims getting up there and testifying.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know about that one.
Oh, I covered it over here.
Yeah, it was Tennessee.
The guy walked into the Waffle House. He was naked. He was under his raincoat, naked underneath.
How
shooting
long
up
ago
people.
was that?
Oh, wasn't long ago. A month or two ago, maybe 6 weeks ago.
It wasn't very long ago. No.
Jeez. How many people?
Mm-hmm.
There was at least there was two. The guy, at least three, right? It was at least three right there. And then a lot of people, but a lot of people like injured for life, like it was life.
Yeah. Badly.
Lifelong. I mean, like shattered, but like they can't even walk. Like, their bones are shattered. Like all kinds of.
And were they in the courthouse?
They were in the inside and outside the Waffle House. Yeah. Yep. And then the guy wrestled him through the gun. You don't remember that at all?
No.
Oh.
The gun in the kitchen.
I don't know how I missed that because I've literally been watching like all of it. I thought. You think that, so Mimi saying, I think victim impact statements at the end will make his mitigation useless. It's good to know. That's good to hear. Yeah, the victim impact is just going to be, that's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got 17 souls in all of their family and friends, and oh my God. It's a packed courthouse, and you could just tell it's just, I didn't even see anybody that looked like it might be some of the survivors. It looks like it's just families. I mean, the family members of the actual victims.
I bet there were some victims that were there too.
Probably, but it was
With their family.
Oh my God. It's just really sad. Really, really, really sad. Yeah, it's busy. And Anthony Todt, oh my God. That was brutal to watch today. It was only like 30 minutes of highlights that I saw, but he is so entitled. He's so full of himself, that guy.
Well, now that he's in the best shape of his life, probably. I mean, or the best shape. I mean, since he's
still a weasel. But I just remember that letter and like how he's so desperate for his father's approval. Oh, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
And none of it's believable. And I just know that he's going to blame this whole thing, like he did in that letter, on his wife. And she's such a liar. It just drives me nuts. Whatever. I just think he's just the scum of the earth. And just to see, like, his public defenders standing there trying their hardest to, like, reword all of these religious wording to make sure that it fit exactly what he wanted to make sure. You could tell he was trying to make sure that he got the right jurors that fit his agenda for what he was going to try to, claim his wife did or was or whatever. Ridiculous. Oh well, That's all I got.
Yeah.
Anybody calling in?
I don't know. Anybody calling in on the
On the questions challenge?
questions? Anything? Nobody has anything about going.
Nothing.
Nobody. Nobody went away with a friend and ended up being enemies.
There was like 3 of them. Another scenario.
Yeah, there was somebody getting killed, and then the other one was what was the other one? Anybody remember it? Someone getting killed, almost getting killed, but not by a sickness, and going away at that one, and then
There was like a murder if you were like,
there was
or
another
like
one.
something horrible happening. I'm not sure.
I can't remember what the other one was. So yeah, it's really bad that I can't remember that.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well,
can't remember.
I am gonna go.
Cannot remember. I cannot.
Call up. I'll get back in chat.
Okay. I have a question.
Bye, Robin.
What?
I have a question. Do you ever go shelling?
Do I go shelling?
Do you have a shell bag? You know how Cindy B had that shell bag?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it.
I wonder where one would get one of those.
No, I don't have a shell bag. I'm sure you can get them.
Yeah, I've seen them on Amazon, but I'm wondering if there's a recommendation.
No, I saw that. Actually,
Yeah.
that was the first time I've ever seen one of those. But that was the first time I've ever seen somebody carrying one. But I know I've seen them before.
Yeah, I was wondering. It looked like it had big holes in it, but then she was putting small things in it, and then the ones
She
I've
was.
seen.
Yeah, and I think I've seen them. Like I want to say like REI even nearby here. has them.
Maybe I have to look online.
I think I bought mine in a gift shop near where we stayed in Florida.
A bunch of those here.
Is it big, yours?
It's quite a bit.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, I mean,
Found it.
I thought that Dunedin Beach would have a lot more than our beach here, but I mean,
I got shells like crazy, but I think there were a lot of shells there. I
There
think
were
she
a
was being
lot, but-
choosy about which ones to pick, but and when the sand dollars come up, I'm telling you, she didn't get to Caladesi. Caladesi is really incredible, and the sand dollars, I don't know what time, they just literally hundreds and hundreds of sand. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, we don't get sand dollars. We don't get the sand dollars, or the starfish.
Yeah, starfish were there. I remember that, and sand dollars, even sea urchins.
No, yeah, we don't really get sea urchins either. As you know, we get the man of war, jellyfish, and all that.
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But we have a good amount of shells here. Like I was kind of thinking, the rumor's always been
You have oysters?
no.
Yeah.
None of that.
Hello.
And there's plenty of clams out here, but
Hi,
nothing I would.
hi, Jackie.
Hi.
Hi, Jackie.
I have a story.
You do? Which one? Is it the one that you went away with a friend and you almost killed
Hey,
each other?
Robin. Thanks for
Yeah.
telling us.
It is?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, seriously. I
Oh,
went away
guys.
with-
Everybody
this-
pay attention.
It'll be about 4 years in June. My 65th birthday, my daughter decided to give me a trip,
Oh boy.
and she gave it to me at Christmas. And she put all this stuff in a box, and I was like, what in the world is all this? Olive oil and olives and wine, and I couldn't figure out what in the world it was. And well, then I looked at the papers. She got me a trip, a month-long trip to go like all over the place. And so she decided this friend I've had for about 45 years would be a really good person to go with me.
Oh boy.
And we've been really good friends for a long time,
Oh boy.
but we don't see each other often because she's in California. Well, we were going to Belgium first, and when we got to Belgium, I was exhausted and I fell asleep. And she couldn't sleep. She had jet lag. First time you go overseas, you really do get jet lag bad.
Oh yeah.
And she was, I don't know, she was being kind of pouty. And like I felt like I was doing something wrong, but I couldn't really figure out what it was. And then we went to Crete, flew to Crete, and stayed on a couple of places in Crete. My daughter got us this fantastic hotel or resort type thing that was just absolutely incredible. And she wouldn't sleep in the bed with me. It was a king size bed, and she wouldn't sleep in the bed with me. She slept on the couch. And I thought that was kind of strange. And she did the same thing in Belgium, even though we were just there a couple of days.
Can I ask you one question first? Okay, this is a lifelong friend of yours, you said?
Lifelong friend.
Okay, and you knew her in person at one time?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
For many years she lived in Salt Lake.
okay, and then and this is a month-long trip you're taking.
Right, like the whole month of June.
Okay, and how, like, so she started right away? She was okay on the airplane?
Yeah, she was fine on the airplane.
But you
But then-
you slept, and that's when she got mad?
Yeah, that's when it started.
Okay.
So,
The night you overslept?
Well, she slept when she got there. She was tired, and I guess the lady
I
wasn't.
got there and I was exhausted because I can't sleep on planes. And it was about 5 at night, and I just like zonked. And woke up the next day all refreshed. Well, I guess she didn't sleep because she had jet lag. Well, anyway, on Crete, there was a really long hallway to the bedroom and the bathroom.
Mhm.
And I went to pee in the bathroom and I left the door part way open. Hello, we're two girls.
Right, yeah,
And I wasn't going number 2.
right.
So we were going to dinner one night, and I said, well, I think it's shorter to go around this way, down by the pool. And she goes, no, it's shorter to go up that way. And I went, okay, whatever. And I turned around and went up that way. She came in and started screaming at me and having a fit. And then she went back to the room. So when I got after dinner in the show, I got back to the room, and she said she started in on me about how I went to sleep, and she was up all night, and I should have stayed up with her, and how I didn't close the door when I was in the bathroom, and she was really, stand why your husband didn't want to go on this trip with you, and
Wow.
she started in on me, and I was just sitting there with my mouth open, going, "Oh my God!"
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything right according to her. So the next day, she acted like nothing had happened.
Really?
Yeah, acted like nothing had
And she was
happened
all
at
good now when she got that off her chest?
I guess so. And we scheduled a massage. She goes, well, I'm not doing it in a room. Because the lady said, well, you can do it with 2 in a room. And I go, no, I scheduled it for one in each room. She said, well, I'm not doing it with you in a room. And I'm like, well, excuse me for being a woman,
Right.
And then she was kind of good the rest of the trip until we got to, she just kind of kept being bossy, and when, when we were in Belgium, we went to the Rene Magritte Museum. And I'm an art teacher, so I was telling her about Rene Magritte and stuff.
Right.
And she looked at me, she goes, will you quit schooling me? And I thought, oh, sorry. I just, I like to learn when people know something. It's like, okay, tell me. So
Right.
anyway, when we got to Spain, she started getting kind of weird again. And
I would have said the same thing.
she jumped, when we got to another part of Crete, she started getting weird again. And I left the door open a little bit because I went to go pee. She couldn't even see me. And she jumped in my shit so bad. And I just went, oh, Patty. And sorry, Patty. And I says, I just turned my back on her and went to sleep. And so then when we went to Athens and everything, she was pretty good. And then we got on a ship and we went to Barcelona. And we were in Barcelona, and my daughter had set up that we went to learn how to cook paella.
Oh,
And I kind of planned this fun little thing of to go to this rooftop concert thing. And so after the paella, she was having a fit because we couldn't find a cab. And I said, well, it looks like there's restaurants over there. I said, it looks like we could go over there. And it was kind of kitty corner. It was a big street. I said, we could just walk over there and probably catch a cab. And it took a little bit, but she was getting really flustered. And she didn't want to be out after night at all. And so I said, oh, I've got this thing planned. And so we went to this, it's a real famous house, and we went up to the rooftop, and this guy was singing kind of old Frank Sinatra songs, Dean Martin. You know, he was real cute, and I thought it was fun. They gave us each 2 glasses of champagne and stuff. Well, when we left, it was only just a teeny bit from our hotel room, or our Airbnb.
right.
And we should have turned right, and I said, no, I think we need to go left. Well, I'm a slow walker, and she would walk with me. She'd like walk really far in front of me. So I realized really quickly that we had gone the wrong way. But I couldn't catch up with her to tell her. And so finally she stopped, and I caught up with her, and I went, we're going the wrong way. She made me hail down a cab, and the cab goes, you're just going right there. And I go, I know. She made me hail down the cab and pay for the cab to take us a short distance. When we got up to that room, she let go like nobody's business.
Oh my
She was
God.
like that far from my face. And I said, you want to smack me? She goes, yeah, go ahead and push me. Go ahead and push me. You're going to be sorry if you push me. And I was just sitting there with my mouth open going, oh my God. And so we were leaving like a couple of days later, and I called my daughter up because it was 2 beds, but she wouldn't sleep in the other bed. She slept on the couch. And I just finally went to bed, and I called my daughter up, and I said, would you change the plane reservations? I do not want to sit by her on the way home.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Brittany
And your daughter
said,
must have been like, I'm glad that trip went over well.
I know, my daughter's going, I'm so sorry, Mom, I'm so sorry. And I go, I was so excited. I thought it'd be so fun to go with this friend that I'd known for so many years. And the next day, I said we were going to go see Salvador Dali's house and museum.
Right.
And she acted like nothing the next day.
She acted like, did she have a problem that like you weren't aware of? Was she like,
So she
schizophrenic or
She
something?
really screwed up family, and she has been in counseling, but I thought maybe it had helped her a lot, but yeah, we've hardly topped it all.
Oh my gosh.
No, the trip, I sat by some guy on the trip home that was hugging the whole row, and I didn't want to sit by her, no.
Oh my gosh.
And then we get to the airport, and her husband picks us up, and he's going to drive me to the Southwest terminal. And he goes, oh, how'd everything go? She goes, oh, we had a couple little tiffs, but we worked it out.
Oh my God.
I was going, oh my God.
Look, Scooter's asking to use her inhaler. She's freaking out.
It was crazy. It was so crazy. I would have rather gone by myself. It was just, nuts.
That's crazy. Wow.
You were there a month with her?
A month is a freaking long time. Yeah.
A month.
Yeah.
I know if it had been a few days would have been bad enough.
But you said she was upset the first day.
Yeah. And
So
I
she
said,
slept.
You know what? Yeah, because I slept. I would have been, okay, fine, good, sleep. I'll stay up all night and play with my phone or something, I wouldn't have got mad at somebody for sleeping. And the thing she got mad at me about...
Kevin, look at Kevin. Kevin says, I'm getting scared now.
Kevin, I honestly am a nice person. I didn't think I did anything that terrible. Sure you didn't.
It was just bizarre. Oh, and she had to have room service every morning while we were on the ship because she didn't want to sit at a table with a bunch of people she didn't know. So finally, the last morning, they didn't have room service, and the room service was terrible. It was no hot meal. It was just like yogurt and cereal and stuff. We sat at a table with a bunch of people, and she kept a conversation going just fine. And I thought, I should have just went to breakfast by myself.
You should. I would have. I would have been like, see ya.
I would have too.
Bye-bye.
And when we've been on ships before, we just sat with people, and I really enjoyed it. I've had nice conversations and met a lot of nice people. And she made sure that we only sat with us two at a table. She wasn't going to sit with a group.
Wow. Yeah, I would like, see ya. Hope you have a good day.
So I hope I'm not scaring anybody off.
Yeah, somebody said, are you sure this was the person you knew your whole life?
Yeah, 45 years.
Wow.
Like I say,
Wide-eyed.
she lived in Salt Lake a long time. She knew me before I had my kids. She knew me before I got married. And
Scooter, you better not show your true colors on the trip.
yeah. Well, she worked at a prison.
Oh.
She worked with these inmates, so I don't know if that made her get weird. Her husband is a parole officer. So I don't know if that made her get weird of going out at night.
And she never apologized. She just started acting normal the next day. She never said, gee, I'm sorry. I really lost my cool last night.
Yeah, never apologized. Never apologized. Was just, and then to tell her husband, oh, we had a couple little tiffs. That was just bizarro. So yeah, even your best friend, don't go on a month-long trip with them.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I can't think of anybody I'd want to go for a month with.
Except Gordon.
Well, yeah, him. So, I mean, a friend. I can't think of anyone I'd want to go for a month with.
Well, I can think of a couple people that I didn't think I'd want to go with. Like my sister. My sister can get pretty weird, but I think she
I've
would
been
have
on
been
those
better.
trips.
She would have been better on that trip than Patty was. So
I've been on trips with my sisters. Like, oh gosh, I wish I could go home.
yeah, that's true. I did go to Hawaii with my sister, and she was good, except she's vegan, and all I heard about was, I can't eat that, I can't eat that. So that kind of got on my nerves.
Scooter's like that, just warning. So I can't eat there. I don't want to eat there. I'm not going there. No.
Yeah.
Scooter, quit being so picky. Well, I'll get off, and maybe somebody else will have something else they want to say.
Anybody else have a vacation horror story? Come on up and tell it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Are we having a vacation meeting tonight?
We can.
What?
Having a vacation meeting tonight.
Oh,
Oh, Scooter looks
I'm
bad.
pretty tired. But you guys can.
Well, the main thing is we need to get the money in.
We need to get because we've changed everything, we need to do, see who's going. Yeah, we have to get it booked. So
Yeah.
you do have to come, Scooter. Sorry to tell you.
What?
You do have to come,
I don't-
Scooter, because we have to book this thing.
I don't know if you saw Jackie's comment, but she's offered to book it.
Oh yeah, thank you, John. Thank you for becoming a deputy rambler. You've gone to Europe 5 times alone. How does anyone know if Robin Lane is single?
I don't want to go to the meeting tonight, so you can just, I'll skip it, maybe go the next time.
Scooter, come on.
This is an
Maybe have,
important one.
you know, if you ever have a trip, again.
What? This is kind of an important one because we need to like really put the money, get the money, start getting the money in. So as soon as we already know so many
Thank
people
you,
are
Billy
going.
Boy Blue. Thank you, John Wasaki. I know, your daughter paid for her whole trip. I can't believe that. Your daughter, wow. She was really grateful. Wow, that was crazy.
It is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, John Wasaki, thank you. Wow. Thank you very much, John. Hope you're feeling better. You're ready for bread? I can't believe I hadn't. Oh, bead? Bed. Okay. I was ready for bed. I don't know. She behaved that badly. Yeah, I can't believe that. That's horrible. I don't want to sneeze. So, did you put anything in that group to see if anybody's available?
Mm-mm.
Well, we should see that, right? I don't know where people are. I don't know how many people are here besides Jackie. That are, should put something in
Jackie Scooter. I don't know. There's 2 people though that haven't responded yet about whether or not they're going for sure.
Where's Lisa H? Again. She's gone.
I don't know. She was in Scooter's life.
And she said she was going to lay down and listen.
Oh. That was last night.
No, that was tonight. I'd have been last night too, but it was tonight.
She may
Wait.
be asleep.
Oh, I want to see something. Okay, what is this about? I don't know what's going on. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh no. So see the thing in what's going on? Why does she think that?
Hmm?
The thing in my chat. All right, let me see here. Okay.
I don't know.
What? Yeah, that.
I don't know where it came from.
Oh, okay.
If you look at my comment right above that, I said the same thing.
Hi, Tina Osborne.
Hi, Tina. Where's Linda Gelb? Linda Gelb, is she around?
Was.
Oh, yeah, hold on a minute. Amy's Justice League. I don't know where you are. I'm gonna, and you never, she says that, but she never can come in Slack, though. I don't think she knows how to get into Slack. Unbelievable, though, yeah. Okay.
Should be awake by now. Hey, Scooter, whenever you guys all go away somewhere, does somebody watch your dogs for you?
Well, Isaiah's here to do that.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if you were like me and you had a grandkid that would do it.
Yeah, yep. He's a grandkid.
Yep.
All right, so, all right, so I don't know. I mean, we can try, but I don't know if anybody's going to be
If
there.
anybody's around for it.
Well, we could try. Did Sassy Darcy get the message? Just in case it makes a difference.
I have no idea what message you're talking about.
Check your messenger.
I don't have Messenger.
Oh, okay. It's about the
I'll let her know.
time frame.
No, she was just in here, wasn't she?
I don't know.
I'll let Cornelia know.
Mm-hmm.
And then was Debbie D thinking about going?
I don't know, but Deb on the Move, what was she doing?
I sent Deb on the Move and Debbie D a message.
Oh. Deb on the Move, what were you doing? Were you interested in that, or I'm She's in chat, Sassy Darcy.
I guess if they think that they're gonna go, they should probably call in.
Okay.
You know, like the ones who are like on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
They should probably call in too.
Hey, Kathy Dorothy, hey, let her know when she said no. Well,
Okay.
she's a no. Carolyn, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I did. Okay.
Deb on the Move says she needs Kubi to watch Jazz so she can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we should say as little as possible on the line. And try to, I guess we'll just, we'll put the number, the numbers in Slack. And I think we'll go for the night here. We'll stay in Slack and see who comes up. And, but thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember that trial is on. Watch it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And love you guys. Thank you, John Masaki. Thank you, Billy Boy Blue, for the super chats and the membership. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. God bless. See you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Love ya.
Love you.
Love y'all.
Prayers for all.